was my first time with my new intro. It ended a bit abruptly. I wasn't expecting it to. Hey, what's up? Hassan, hello. Let me open up this chat. Oh, wait, hold on 1 second. Okay. Hassan, Robert, Caitlin, Noel, excuse me, I'm not sure. Duddy, Janin, Brandon. Yay, okay. How did we like the new intro? I hope you liked it. I might make some adjustments onto it if the volume, how was the volume? Let me know compared to the audio. Well, I guess I'll find out when I watch it back. And anywho, that was our new intro so far. Robo, Sana, hello, Poppet. Divlink, hello. Marnie, hi. Marta, thank you. Leon, Trisha, hello. Scott, Elena. Oh, hi, Elena. Okay, hold on. Elena. I found out that Elena is part of the... Where's she? We're going to make Elena a moderator. All right, Elena. Okay, hey, thanks. I dressed as hipster Barbie today, hipster Roxy. Coffee talk with Tammy. How am I feeling today? I'm feeling good today. Thanks, Tammy. How about yourself? Tammy right next to Tommy. Hello. Ariana, Valentina. Ooh, Valentina, the drag queen. I love her. Alex, SG, Brad. Hi. Dina, hey. Alex, Michelle, Natalia, hello. Kara. Oh, Sana, you like the intro? Okay, cool. Thank you. Kirsten, thank you for the compliment. I appreciate you. Coffee talk with Tammy. Hey from Queens. Hello from Los Angeles. We're like almost as far apart as we can get in the United States. Robert says the intro is from your album. It rocks for an introduction. Yes, it is. Thank you. That's probably my favorite track on that album. It just it reminds me of like grocery shopping, like in like Edward Scissorhands or something. Like some sort of, or like Florida in the 60s, just flamingos, pink flamingos and pastel colors, and just, I don't know, something about it really makes me, it does something to me. Leanne, hello. Earthchild, hi. Caitlin, hi. Christina, Kim, Yumuna, hello everybody. Hey, if you're on YouTube, why don't you give this video a thumbs up, please? And Leanne, yes. Okay, so thanks for letting us know. Tomorrow, and the reminder, not tomorrow, Wednesday, the 1st, this is in 2 days from now, we're doing a group coaching call for anybody that's a Specific Person Workshop member. If you're in my Specific Person Workshop group, or if you're in my if you are a member of my Specific Person Workshop, it's an online course that I have. If you are signed up for that, we are doing a free Zoom coaching call, group call on Wednesday, the 1st in 2 days at 1 p.m. PST. So it's 2 hours long. There's going to be a lot of people, so there's no guarantee of coaching, but you will definitely like your answer. You'll get so much information for your own situation, and getting to help, connect with others, listening to others, doing the chat. It's kind of like Mindset Monday, but we're Zooming together. So that's happening Wednesday. We've already sent out the link once, but I'll of course send it out a couple more times. And Leanne, I'm gonna link. Leanne linked the Specific Person Workshop here in the chat on YouTube. So if you want to join it and get in before, if you join before Wednesday at 1, essentially you can come to the group chat. So that's happening Wednesday at 1 p.m. PST. If you want to be in on that, that's when that's happening. And it's going to be really fun. And I'm not going to give too much away because we're not quite there yet. Oh yeah, we have all kinds of stuff going on. Sorry. I'm so good at remembering everything. I'm starting a group coaching like thing. So, but that's all I'm going to say. You'll find out more next week. But that's different from what's happening on Wednesday. That this is for people who are already in my program, and this is a coaching call for everybody. If you're in the workshop, you can come to the call Wednesday. So if you haven't gotten the link, email hello@roxytalks.com, and Leanne will get you set up. And then last thing, Cyber Monday, 30% off all courses today. So with the code Cyber Monday, all caps. So roxytalks.com. If you do want to join the SPW, the Specific Person Workshop Group, start manifesting your specific person, you can get it 30% off today. It's the last day, and you can join us for the coaching call on Wednesday. So kind of a cool time if you're manifesting a specific person. We got a lot of stuff. Like I just feel vortexing happening right now. So we're going to make some quantum leaps with our relationships with this coaching call. That's my intention I'm setting for you. So everybody that's on there, you're going to benefit immensely from it, and set that intention for yourself as well. Okay. So that's the kind of energy we're going to have going into it, so that we know like whatever questions that we have that do come up and do get answered are going to transcend everybody on the call like 10 steps farther than they would be if they had not gone on it. Okay. So yeah. So when you get on at 12:59, by the time you get off at 3:01, that person is going to be completely transcendent, because you're going to go so far with your understanding and your focus on yourself and your manifestation that those 2 hours you're going to go miles further than 2 hours. Right. So yay. That's my intention for that. Simona says, hi, Hipster Roxy. This is Hipster Roxy Day. I feel like if I wore this in my town, I would make so many friends. Like I could make friends with people in my town if I walked around like this, but then I would never dress like this again. And they'd be like, wait, who are you? Okay. Anyways, let's focus. Elena. Yes. I love you, Elena. Elena knows what's up. Okay. Elena's on board already. How did everyone do with the homework this week? And I know Dina did it. I know Dina had some good results because we were in contact over the 24 hours. So I know Dina really did the 24 hours hyper focus. That's what last week's homework was. Last week homework, I challenged you guys to take 24 hours of hyper focus and just see what, like when and where, where you think your limiting thoughts or your old story. See how often it comes up for you. Like how often in 24 hours are you really like bringing up that old story, believing it, living it, trusting it, worrying it, fearing it, dreading it, affirming it, reaffirming it, seeing it, agreeing, you know what I mean? Just kind of like paying super close attention to what you're actually doing. That was homework for last week for 24 hours. So Dina, well, if you don't mind starting off, because I know for sure that you have results and data. So if you don't mind sharing, please, kicking that off. And then Emily, I know that's exactly what I'm saying. That's exactly what I'm talking about. Okay. If I simply went to the pier which I bought this hat, I would look like the people walking around there. Okay. Sorry. My husband's like, what are you talking about? Okay. I don't dress like this normally. I feel like I'm wearing a costume. Okay. All right. Focus. Nope. I accidentally showed someone's comment. Good thing it was just a yes. Okay. Okay. Witchy Wheel says, I did my 360 homework. Yes. I love it. Hold on. I got to put this up here because Witchy Wheels, I appreciate that you understand what's going on here. I did my 360 homework. You were right. You did 360 degrees of attention and focus for 24 hours. Proud of you. Let's give you a round of applause. Everyone that did this, round of applause for yourself, okay? And tried to learn about quantum physics. Nice. There you go. Because the quantum physics part for me is what, like, man, it was kind of a combination of like what happened once I did that 30 days of alignment of just like, let me not react for 30 days. Well, like I changed so much in those 30 days. It was like a completely new person. Like, I wanted to say chrysalis. I like the way that word sounds. Chrysalis. I came out of a chrysalis. A new person came out. And, my life has changed since. But that was the first part of like understanding the emotional part of it. But once I understood the quantum physics, that like made me understand the like the gravity of manifestation and like the minutia of it and the finite detail of how like we're just always manifesting. That's what opened everything up for me, was studying the quantum physics. So I suggest it, I want everyone to just really understand this and, do it all day, every day. Okay, Marta, question. Let's talk about Marta. Okay, I know there's a super chat. I'm going to get to you in just a moment. Two sides of the same coin. I'm so sorry. And Marnie, thank you so much. I just want to, before we move on from the homework thing, I just want to address something I saw with Marta. Marta says, great homework, horrible week. Okay, but I disagree, because listen to what you just said next. No. Great homework, horrible week in the 3D, but after crying, now I don't care. I see plenty of birds before land. And you're telling me that's a horrible week? It sounds like a really fucking productful and fruitful week. So call it what it is and stop talking shit about your life. Okay, now we can go. Okay. Elena says, my homework went so well this week. I got to spend more quality time with my SP this week than I have in the last month, and I wrote a third party. Yay! Okay, I'm proud. It's working. Okay. Dina says, I noticed within the 24 hours how off my language has been, so it's canceling out any of the techniques I've been doing. Yep. I've been telling you that for 2 years. I love you, baby girl, but I've been screaming at you for 2 years saying that. Okay. And how at night time I tend to get more emotional and see the day as a failure if I didn't get my manifestation. Okay. I was just listening to a Kyle C's talk just right before we got on, and he was talking about like, okay, most of the time when we're working through our emotions and everything, if you do get sad, it is at night, right? Okay, so fine. So what are we going to do? We're going to love ourselves through it. So I'm sad at night, and like he says, and I love that. I'm sad at night, and it's okay to be sad at night. So this is what he said in the thing I just watched. What if you just were sad at night and we didn't try to numb it, run away from it, say that it was a failure? He was saying, don't have some wine. Don't try to go on Facebook all night. Don't try to numb it or run away from it. Just be sad. He's like, if you would just be sad and like be there for yourself and just love yourself through it, when you wake up in the morning, you're going to feel so much better. And so I'm glad that I had an opportunity to tell you that, because I had a feeling that I would need to, or not need to, but get the opportunity to. Okay. Here we go to the super chats. Two sides of the same coin. Thank you so much for the super chat. Says, I enjoyed your last podcast because I'm a spiritual entrepreneur. What platform have you manifested the most ease and happiness? Oof. You know what I hear? What I literally saw in my head was like, E, none of the above. There's no platform that's going to spiritually fulfill you. You sharing what you came to earth to share with people, and you helping them transcend through whatever it is that you are here to help people transcend through, that is going to give you the most ease and happiness. No platform is going to do that for you. In my experience, the platforms only give you fucking headaches. So my advice is to just... Part of me says just put it together and worry about it later. But that's also a reason why I had a lot of headache in my business, but also why I had a lot of ease just going into it, because I was just like, here it is. Like I got a circumference I'm not used to. I just kind of like, I put everything together. I followed online business. Like I bought a course and I followed it to a T of how to like create my business kind of thing. But, all of that stuff is just a road to me, right? Like at the end of the day, what people are here for is to hear what I have to say about their specific situation. So, and it's like when I say it like that, it's interesting because it's coming, things are coming up for me as a person, like my worth and value, like I'm just telling you like in real time what I'm kind of thinking of is like as entrepreneurs and what, especially someone that's when you're trying to help people, so much of what your own worth is wrapped up in how others perceive you and then what they do with the information that you present. Like I have a stake in your success. That's why I'm over here screaming at you guys every week, because I love you that much. And I'm telling you the info every single day. Like, and I just want you to get it so bad. So it's like, whatever. But like me, nobody else in the entire world. And I'm telling you this with confidence right now. You will never find anybody. And I was going to say, except maybe my dad, but no, because my dad can't even do it the way I do it. I promise. He's going to have a different approach. There's nobody in the entire world that's going to give it to you the way that I give it to you. I'm not saying it's right. I'm not saying it's 100% the thing you need. I'm not saying that you have to listen to me at all. I'm just saying if you want an opinion, there's only one Roxy that it's going to flow through the way it flows through, right? And so if that's what you're looking for, then I got it all day long, right? Like it's a never ending resource for me, right? Like there's no end to it. So just that in itself is my value to you and the world because of my own unique perspectives, what I've lived, what I've experienced, who I've coached, what I went to school for, everything that I've done and lived has given me a unique way of and a unique lens to look at your situation. And then the way that I deliver is different as well. So it's like, there's no, you could get something similar or close, or maybe we might not be on the same wavelength, but you're not going to get it from anybody else. Like you're going to get it from me, period. And I'm not saying again, I'm not saying that's the good thing or the best thing. I'm just saying, if that's what you want, you know where to come. And so two sides of the same coin, I challenge you to find that for yourself. And it's like, if you build it, they will come kind of a thing. To answer your question in the 3D, YouTube is very easy. There's millions of people searching every single day. It's easy to find content and titles to, inspire you on like what people are searching for. You're in the community right now. If I was trying to start a YouTube channel about something, I would go to someone that's doing that and look what the comments people are leaving and see what people want videos about. It's like literally that easy. And then go turn your camera on and talk for 15 minutes. I'd say that YouTube is probably the most accessible. Maybe TikTok now, but I'm 38. That ship has sailed for me. Like I put my content on there, but I'm not like you're not going to see me like do some manifestation like this. Not my steez. So anyways, find what works for you. Again, YouTube has been easy. The other thing about YouTube is that it's the second largest search engine in the world, owned by the first largest search engine in the world. So it's like a evergreen, perpetually existing library that you will always, be cataloged in. And you'll find if you look at a lot of YouTubers, like their oldest stuff has the most views and still comes up all the time because of however YouTube does it. That's what they do. So when you kind of start, in the very beginning, be really, how do I say this? Be really conscientious of what you put out in the beginning, because your beginning stuff is what's going to like drive, like it's going to make YouTube decide what you're allowed to continue making videos on. Or like if you don't, they're not going to show your videos to people. That's one thing I learned. Second, and don't take these on. Use affirmations to counterbalance that, my own limiting belief, right? Okay, so you can do that. You don't have to take it on. You can see what I have experienced, and I keep affirming. And don't affirm it for yourself. Affirm the opposite, please, for the love of God. And then just be conscientious of what's on the beginning, because that stuff in the beginning will always have like the most likes. And it just like they categorize you. It's like, this is what you're here for. And then all your other stuff gets funneled underneath it, kind of. So put really good stuff out. I'm not saying put really good stuff out, but I mean, how do I say this? not saying you have to be at your best in the beginning. I don't want to say like, don't start until you have your best. I mean, give it your all here. You know what I'm saying? Like, meditate for hours before you make your content. Like, like that kind of thing. Go on a walk and go do something you really enjoy before you write your script or something like that. So where you know what you're putting out is like the highest aligned connection that you can get to today, because in 7 years, someone's going to be watching that. And even though it might be like outdated, like in some aspects, a lot of what's in there is not going to be outdated. Right. So I don't know. I don't know if I answered your question, but that's my advice. And thanks for the super chat. Marnie, every time I see your name, I think of Halloween Town. Okay. Thank you so much for the super chat. And then I think about your tattoo. Okay. Did a list with qualities I wanted in a partner, and I've met him, but recently he's sleeping loads, and tonight he's fallen asleep and not cooked for me as planned to celebrate me passing my exam. What can I say to flip my thoughts? Okay. So what's coming up for me first is the 3D is telling me, have you set your boundaries verbally with this person? Do they know that you have the standards that say like, hey, like, I just want you to know, like, I understand if you're tired, like, I'm not trying to get on your ass or whatever, but like, for me, this is kind of like an issue that I'm not really like okay with repeating. I've had, people in my past that make promises to me and then like don't show up, and then I just take on more and more and more. And by the end of it, I feel like I'm just in a place where I'm so depleted that I can't really give anymore. And I don't want that to happen to our relationship. So I'm just bringing it to your attention that like, this kind of like, it did trigger my wounds and stuff that I'm working on. And so I just want you to be aware that like, this is something that's part of the deal with me in a relationship. Like, this is going to be important to me. And like, he needs to know that if he's going to be a good partner anyways, if you don't tell him, he's gonna let you down. Okay. So first things first, establish your boundaries in the 3D. And then that way, you know what they are. He knows what they are. Now you are going to manifest him from a version or from a standpoint that is like, he knows my boundaries, right? So there's one thing. The next thing is to be affirming and not reacting that he didn't do what you said, and now saying that he does do what you said, because I don't know anything, but I'm just going to go out on a limb. Actually, no, I do know a lot of stuff, and I'm going to just say right now, I'm sure that the problem with you is that you're doing good. Then they let you down because that's part of your story. And then you react and agree that they've let you down. And then you start feeling, they let me down, which brings on more letting you down. And then, they let me down again, which brings on more, right? So you have to stop expecting people to and reacting to people letting you down. And you need to start saying now that people are there for you. They always come through. They stand up for you, yada, 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 which leads me to the next thing is that if they're letting you down somewhere, you're probably letting yourself down in some way, shape, or form, right? And even the language of saying they let me down is letting you down, right? You need to understand that. So you have to be not using the language. I tell everybody this every time. I almost just affirmed me. I don't want to fucking affirm anymore. I love how people understand how much I fucking mean that it is your language, and who cares what is going on in your 3D reality. If you use your language to say that they're not doing what you want, everything you have done up until this point is erased. Do you understand? Please. Okay. And I'm not saying that it can't happen. I'm just saying that every new now moment is the next thing that you're manifesting. It's always the now. So if you take any opportunity to say somebody in my life is not doing what they're supposed to be doing, or my life isn't what it should be, I wish it was this, you have just, again, erased all of the work you've done. That's why you're exhausted. That's why you can't get any progress, is because you won't stop yourself from saying this stuff. Okay. I'm not saying to disvalue or discredit what's happening in your 3D. That is not, I've never fucking said that. I mean, okay, I say ignore it, but I don't say your feelings are shit. I say ignore it because your feelings are important. Ignore it because it's an illusion. It's not even real. You're letting something that's fake, like it's tricking you into shifting. It's like you're giving up the golden nugget in your hand because you forget that you're holding on to it. And it's like, oh, can I have that? And you're like, oh yeah, I actually don't want this thing. But no, you have to maintain that constant awareness that you're always creating. If somebody is not doing for you what you want them to do, act differently than you always have, and say that they are, or say that people always do, or say that I'm so glad that now that I'm stating my boundaries, they fully understand it, and then they're going to be within it, or whatever it is that you say. Or Completely dismiss and deny the idea that you need someone else to cook for you and celebrate. Like, you need someone else to celebrate you. Are you kidding me? You can't celebrate yourself? There again, my circumference. Okay, really look at this. I couldn't celebrate because you were asleep. What were you doing 6 weeks ago when he was asleep and you didn't know him? You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, come on, come on. Get a hold of your shit. Pay attention to what you're saying and what you're doing. Why are you letting something outside of yourself have all the control over what you're doing? There needs to be a constant control and awareness over it. And I know that it is work, okay? I do it. I have to do it myself, okay? I have to do it myself. And how much do I want to affirm? I work on it every day. Let me just say that. That's all I want to say. I work on it every single day, including today, okay? I know what it's like. I'm not trying to sit up here and act like I'm better than you, that you guys are dumb, you're not doing it. I just want, like, my point is that it's so easy. Why aren't you doing it? Like, how could you not? How could you not? That's all I want to say. It's like, it's so easy. We all can and should be. Why the hell isn't the entire world doing it every single second of the day? That's where I'm at. That's why I get frustrated. I get frustrated with myself. It's not, but it's just from like, oh man, we can do this, so just stick to it. Stay at it. This is never ending. This is never ending. You will never not have a day where this kind of stuff is not valid. There will never be a time on planet Earth when you cannot regroup and manifest yourself into an amazing, elevated, escalated, exuberant reality. Why do all these words start with energy, exuberant, exhilaration? They all start with E's. I've noticed that lately. Effervescent. Like, it's like, I don't know, those words are like light and exciting and enjoy. You know what I mean? Interesting. I'm always really like fascinated with language. Oh my God. Wow. Sorry, that I just said, oh my God, duh, that makes so much sense. Of course. And I scream about language constantly, but like anyways. That's so funny. Like I'm very I'm fascinated by language, like the root words of things and how, like, I've had a conversation with someone that spoke Italian in my like shitty Spanish that I know, and we had a real conversation because of the Latin roots of words, and I just find it so interesting and anything. Anyways, but yeah, like language it's everything. It's building your world. So I can't speak enough on it, and I couldn't speak without it. So, what's next? Okay. I have a lot of energy coursing through today. Okay. I think I see super chat from Emmy. Thank you, Emmy. Appreciate you. Emmy says, how can I manifest a loving, caring, professional husband for my mother? She deserves to be taken care of, and I want to see her get married soon. Okay, so you have to get rid of any of the stories that say mom's not happily loved and cared for properly, because this is something that I heard from Jasmine. She told me, I was talking to her about something, and I was talking about somebody, and she was like, this was years ago. I don't want to act like I'm still doing this, but yeah, years ago, this is something she said to me. I just want to give credit. She said, you're holding them in that vibrational pattern. She's like, you have to stop like believing that. Basically, she's like, you have to stop believing that about them, because you're holding them in that vibrational pattern. You're preventing them from changing. So I was like, duh. But anyways, for you, Emmy, you need to stop holding your mom in the vibrational pattern that she is not loved and cared for, in the proper, committed, stable, I don't know, the high end. I don't know. I'm just picking a word that might encompass professional, somebody that, has their shit together, that, dotes on her and sweeps her off her feet and takes care of her and loves her as much as you do. Like, you need to, if you want to see her get married soon, like, you need to literally see her get married. See her that way. You want to see her, she deserves to be taken care of, then let her be. Like, stop using your language to prevent her. I'm not saying it's your fault. It's just that you've been trained to do that your whole life, and that's not your fault. It's nobody's fault. But now we need to train you to see her as taken care of. She's taken care of. She is deserving, and she gets what she deserves. And You love seeing her. And so where we're going to go with this, of course, we want to see her get married soon. So like you can do, I would say do visualizations being your, like the best, not the best daughter, the maid of honor at her wedding. Visualize yourself being the maid of honor at her wedding and like looking down at your bouquet and looking up at her and seeing her, like, will you be looking at the back of her head? But, like imagining her smile as you're looking at the back of her head. And, so put that visualization in so that you know that that's part of the deal. That's one of the that's part of you. It's like you putting it into your GPS. That's the reality I'm trying to move to. Then you must take away the language that describes her as anything but, again, loved, appreciated, doted on, cared for, taken care of, yada, yada, yada. And then now you're so happy to see her. She's glowing. She's so happy. She's in love with herself. She's in love with life. She has a new lease on life. I've never seen her so excited. I've never seen her so feeling herself. Mom's getting out there. Oh my gosh, she's so happy. Like, you have to change the story about her and give her that energetic push so that she can leave the little metaphoric nest, And please keep us posted, Emmy, because I know that your mom will probably be married in like 3 months because knowing the way that you manifest. Okay, so keep us posted. Heather, thank you so much for the super chat. Says, Roxy, your success affirmations, girl. Yay. Okay. Second promotion and a pay raise 8 months into the job. The only way is up from here. They adore me. Yes. Proud of you. That's so awesome. That's so awesome. Yay. I'm so proud. I'm so proud of all you guys. Thank you. You have the greatest community. Okay, while I'm looking through these these aren't links, these are comments. While I'm looking through these links, I'm going to stop looking through links and I'm going to finish my sentence. I want to remind everybody that we are doing a Zoom group coaching call. It's free for everybody who is in the specific person workshop. If you have taken my Manifest a Specific Person workshop at any point, we are having, you can join us on December 1st. That is this Wednesday at 1 p.m. PST. And we are doing a Zoom coaching call. So it'll be a lot like Mindset Monday, except it'll be Zoom. So it'll be, talking and group coaching. So very fun. Our group coaching sessions are like super transformational, super fun, super connective for people. Leanne, do you mind, Leanne? Do you just want to talk a little bit about like how you feel after the group coaching sessions? Because I like the way that you describe it. And then, so that's happening December 1st. That's for everybody that's a part of my Specific Person workshop. You can join. I've already sent the email link out, but if you didn't get it, hello@roxytalks.com. Email us and we'll get you the link to join the live group chat. And if you want to join it, if you haven't joined it yet, you can, Leanne linked the sign up for the Specific Person workshop. Yeah, Gracie, you signed up recently, right? I feel like you just signed up for it. Cause I sent it out like maybe three or 4 days ago. So we'll send it out again, but, check your inbox. Also, you can email hello@roxytalks.com and get the link as well. Yeah, I know Gracie, I know you're a part. I was just wondering if you had joined after I sent the links out, because I feel like I saw you joined recently, or maybe I'm thinking of something else. Okay, Leanne said about the group coaching sessions. These group coaching sessions are super powerful. It feels so good to connect with others in the community who know what you're going through. Yeah, so like what I really like about it is that okay, Gracie, yeah, that's what I thought. You joined after I sent the link out. So you probably won't have it yet. You can email hello@roxytalks.com and they'll get you the link directly. And I'm also sending it out again, so you could wait. It's up to you, but you don't have to. Well, actually, no. Send it the email because the space is limited. But yeah, so it's filling up. We're about half full. Sylvie, they're free for everyone. No, they're just free for the people in the Specific Person workshop. Free for everyone is Mindset Monday. And then we're doing this. Anybody from my Specific Person workshop class or workshop, it's a workshop. Why am I calling it a class? Can join on, so it's free for everybody there. Links in your email, unless you've joined in the last few days, and you'll get a new link emailed to you soon. Is it like the Saturday sermons? No, it's more. And it's like when you're on a group Zoom chat, like with your work and everyone's talking, it's that. Well, not everyone talking over each other. Like I'm doing one-on-one coaching with people in front of other people. So somebody comes on, they ask their question, I coach them through it. Everybody benefits. And then the next person comes on, they ask their question, I coach them through it live. You get to hear people talking about their limiting beliefs. You get to hear people how they sabotage themselves. You get to hear people who are going through the same things as you, and you hear other people. This is the best part of it. When you hear someone else say out of their mouth something that you have said, you're like, ooh, no, that does not sound good coming out of your mouth, girl. I need to change that. So there's just something really powerful about hearing and seeing somebody else talk about a situation that you're experiencing, but from an outside perspective, because then you can really look at them and be like, why is this person tripping over this email or this manifestation when it's this easy? But you're saying like, I'm literally in the same boat as them. So why am I saying these things? Like, it's so clear and so obvious what other people are doing when you're listening to it, that it helps you like a lot to recognize in yourself when you're doing it. So I really like the group coaching dynamic. So we're going to start kind of experimenting, and then we're going to be starting a new group coaching soon, but that's all I'm saying about it again. Anyways. And then final thing, Cyber Monday, 30% off today, all courses using code Cyber Monday. So if you did want to join in on the specific person group chat we're having on Wednesday, you can use the code Cyber Monday to get 30% off of the specific person workshop and then be a part of it on Wednesday. I hope that makes sense. Okay, back to the chat. Witchy Will says, I'm manifesting my highest form of self, recovery, health, and to be a badass advocate and influencer in the disabled community. Something tells me you already are. Like, I already get that vibe from you. So I would say, like, switch these. Sorry. I'm trying to fix my necklaces. Switch these to be's, want to, gonna be. I'm manifesting this to I am's, to now's. You are healthy. You are whatever it is that let's see. You already are your highest self. You are fully recovered. You're at your healthiest, whatever these things are. And hold on, the chat moved. You are a badass, loved, revered, highly sought after advocate and inspirational artist for the disabled community. Can you affirm that in the chat, please? Why not? Why waste an opportunity to say that you are? Heather Mayfield says, so if your SP lies, you should say something or just focus on the version of them that you want to manifest. Okay, here's the deal. If your SP lies, there's more, in my personal opinion, it's like, why? Why are they lying? Is this something that do you attract liars? Is this something that you've experienced before? Was it a big lie? Was it a little lie? Was it something dumb? Did it make you go like, why are they lying about this? Was it something major that caught you off guard? Like, why are they lying? And then my next question for you is, why are you wanting to sweep that lie under the rug? Not judging. I just want you to know, for this is for yourself, your sake, your understanding. Why did they lie? Why am I willing to sweep this under the rug? And then from there forward, your answer would be, well, it would be based off of that, because then you need to really look at it. Why is this? Why is the lie? And why am I okay with pushing forward beyond it? Because to me, when I see a question like this, so if your SP lies, you just say something or focus on them that you want. Like, why are you letting someone lie to you? That's what I want to know. Like, wait, hold on, back up. Manifestation. Why are you letting people lie to you? Like, that's where my mind goes. So that's where my mouth went. Okay. Yes, Witchy Wheels. I love it. You should change your, ooh. My intuition just showed me an Instagram profile with that as the bio. Take that what you will. Take that what you will. or how you will, but I got goosebumps, just so you know. I have goosebumps, and that's what I was just shown. So if you got the gumption to go through with that, declare it to the world right now. The universe is challenging you in a good way, right? The universe is asking you to expand. Okay. Alicia, thank you. Thank you for the kind words. Okay, let's see. I think I got all the super chats. I want to make sure I didn't miss anybody's. Did I miss your super chat? I don't think I did. I keep scrolling. Okay, cool. We got all the super chats so far. Okay, cool. So, Laura, can you manifest something in relation to Coronia? Okay, listen, here's what I will say. Near infinite versions of reality, the one you pay attention to is the one you move yourself further into. And I'm not saying to ignore it. I'm saying to write the story of what you want to see instead of giving into what your 3D is telling you. Bruja. Okay, Bruja says, Roxy, do you think thoughts have power, or do thoughts just manifest because they're in consciousness? Ooh, you've been looking into quantum physics. I can tell. Okay, I love it. Or you've been looking somewhere. I can tell you're digging stuff. So I really like where your mind is at, because I love this kind of stuff. Okay, do you think thoughts have power? Thoughts have power, or do thoughts just manifest because they're in consciousness? I think it's B. Because obviously they have power because they're doing something there. It's okay, how do I say this? I'm seeing like a game controller, and if your game controller has like A, B, C, and D, like A may or X, O, triangle, and fucking whatever square, like X or A may jump and like B may kick or whatever, but at the end of the day, each button is just wired to, it's only as powerful as the thing that it's wired to, right? Like I'm gonna jab here and I'm gonna kick here and I'm gonna fucking Ayukin or whatever. So like it's power in that way, but it's more so like they just, like you said, they just manifest there because you're conscious. It's just manifest because I push B. Like I'm gonna punch you because I keep pushing fucking B, and if I just keep hitting B, I'm just gonna keep punching you. You know what I mean? in this analogy. So if you keep thinking B thoughts, you will keep getting a B reality. You know what I'm saying? So like, do they have power? Yeah, because they get you where you're going, but they have just as much power as the next one. And it's because that you're pushing that button and using that thought that you're getting that manifestation. And I really love that question, because it's just like that, like just as much as B and J and X and Q they matter just as much as the next one, and they matter as little as the next one in the grand scheme of things. And that's exactly how your thoughts are. That's why your reality, it doesn't matter what you want. That's why who cares what your fucking boyfriend did? Quit hitting B. Oh my God, for the love of God. Okay, all right, here's what I'm saying. I'm seeing, okay, this is a video game. It's all pink, and the girl's like, doot, doot, doot. She's like 8-bit. She walks in the door, and her SP's like in bed with another 8-bit person. And then you got A, B, C, D option. A, freak the fuck out. B, run away crying. C, episode of Snapped coming up soon. D, thanks guys. Now I get to be free in my reality and live the best life that I want to without this, 180 pounds of fucking bullshit baggage. Bye. If you keep hitting A or B or whatever over and over and over, and you don't hit D, no matter what the hell, the game is just going to next level. You're going to get more of that. So you have to hit the right button, hit the right thought, no matter what the 3D is showing you, because it's just a game. It's just an illusion. It's just energy. It's not really real. Okay. It's not really real. Get that. Everybody get that. Accept it. Deal with it, because once you do, your life's going to be a lot easier. Just hit the button that you want to see the outcome of, not, who cares what's in front of you? What are you doing next? Like, oh, God, I wish people could understand that, like, is as pained as they are in the now by what's going on for them, that the fact that they won't give up on that story is why they're in so much pain, because they're making them have more of that for tomorrow. You're making yourself have more pain for tomorrow because you won't give up on the story today. And that's fucked up. It's really sad. It's really sad that some people Not me, of course. I'd never do that. Not you guys, of course. We'd never do that. Leanne, thanks. Okay. Tommy says, I've always believed I have the immune system of Zeus. Rhoda can't touch this. Hey. You. Bruce says, I just thought Roxy would find my comment interesting and manifested it. You did, and I did, and it was. Bevo says, thoughts have power because I am God and God's word manifests. There you go. There you go. Okay, Heather says, so if a person is a liar / player, they always will, and we can't manifest a different version of them. No, you missed my whole point completely. It's not that they are a liar or player. It's that you keep manifesting them to lie and play you. And you're going to manifest everybody to lie and play you until you stop calling everybody that, expecting them to, worrying about it, reacting to it, and allowing it to continue in your world. Sorry. Sometimes after I scream things, I'm like, whoa, who said that? Where did that come from? My voice sounds exactly like Carly Bible. I've never heard her voice. I know I've heard her name, but I don't know who she is. I don't know what she does. I feel like I've heard that before though too. I don't know. Okay. Okay, Maria, I'm going to call you out, girl. This is with love. And I haven't even read the rest of your question. I'm just calling you out for the first sentence. Says, my SP put me in a third party situation all year. I'm going to say no, you put your SP in a third party situation all year. You did that. But with, not purposely, and I'm not like punishing you for it. I don't want you to punish yourself. You need to take responsibility so you can stop doing it. Like, I think, that made sense. Okay. I think a lot of people are afraid to take responsibility because they're, there's a lot of reasons. Some people were, punished a lot as children. And so they've been raised to justify everything. So it's like they don't, and I don't mean this in a negative way, of course. They're not programmed to take responsibility because it doesn't feel safe to take responsibility, right? So that's just like one of the things. There's a lot of ways that this can manifest in people's worlds, but taking responsibility for what you've done and what you've manifested so far and being like, ooh, okay, I'm doing this every day, all day long. It's not outside. It's not that they won't call me. It's not that they haven't done it. It's not that they won't show up. It's not that this person does this. It's not that your family has always done this. It's not that it's never worked out for you. Actually, well, it's that because you say that, but it's the fact that you won't own up for the fact that you're doing it to you, because once you own up to the fact that you're doing it to you, then you can stop doing those things. And like, I don't want to, God, it's like, I don't want to affirm, but I want to help. So I'm going to say this and it's going to help people transcend. So I see a lot of people, they don't want to do the work on themselves. And I don't know why that is. I don't know why people think that that's the long route. It's actually the shortcut. It's actually the best cut. It is actually the way you get love. It is actually the way you get fulfilled. It is actually the way that you love your life, is to go through you and not like try to go through other people to get to you. So doing the work on yourself is the number one most important and greatest rewarding thing you'll ever do. And you have to do it all day, every day. And once you understand that you put yourself in third-party situations, then you can figure out when and where you do that and then stop doing it so that you don't do it anymore. Why wouldn't you want to, like, not saying you, but I don't know why people don't want to, why wouldn't you want to do, like, stop doing the thing that causes you so much fucking pain in your life? Why would you rather sit around all day, every day and talk about how much pain you're in than figure out how to stop manifesting that pain? Blows my mind. But since we are all on the wavelength of changing, what I just said is actually the opposite of what's going on. And everybody is really understanding it. I'm getting it. We're getting it. We're all sharing it. We're all growing. And from now on, we only say the things that we actually want to experience, no matter what we are feeling and experiencing in the 3D world. Okay. So Maria, to finish your thing, my SP put me in a third party situation all year. I saw he was with third party Thanksgiving Eve. I saw it, said, fuck that. He loves me today. He Snapchatted me. I ignored it. What the fuck do I do now? Okay. Okay. Thank you so much. I'm so glad that turned around. Okay. So yay. Okay. So we're taking responsibility. Third party, or Mr. I'm sorry, I'm going to assume it is he. Okay. Mr. So-and-so did not do shit to you except reflect exactly what you told him to do. So let him off the hook. Okay. You were harmed in your own, and I'm going to use the word ignorance, but I don't mean it to say that like in a negative way. I mean, like, you didn't know and it's not your fault. So like, let's also let you off the hook, right? It's not your fault that you didn't realize that you've been putting yourself in a third party situation, probably not just all year, but probably your entire romantic life in some situations, right? So, and maybe even friends, maybe even in co-working in work situations as well. So we're taking responsibility so we can stop doing that. I'm not going to say that anybody put me into any situation at all, because how could they do that? I put myself here. Thank you. And I'll get myself out when I'm ready to go. Thanks. You have no control over this. Like, we're taking the responsibility and the control, because when you take the responsibility, that's your exit. That's your chance to leave as well. The second you realize, oh wait, I'm doing this, you can get up and walk the fuck out. You know, but if you sit there and just wallow all the time and think other people are doing it to you, you have no control over how you feel, right? If someone else is doing it to you, how could you possibly have control over it? And that's the excuse that we allow ourselves to use to act out our old shit again. But it doesn't help you and it doesn't get you anywhere. And I'm talking to myself too right now. So I don't want anyone to think that I'm just like bitching at you, because I need to hear this and say this to myself right now. So you did a great thing. I saw you with the third party Thanksgiving Eve, and I was like, sounds pretty boring. I bet her turkey was dry. Next. You know what I'm saying? Like, it doesn't matter what you actually saw. You say what you need to say. And like, that's how I would have approached it. Like, I bet that turkey was dry. And he knows where it's moist. Okay, thanks. So that got real. Hold on. I didn't know I was going to go there. My bad. Did you guys see the video from The Burger Dude? He made it's a vegan Thanksgiving sandwich, and it's called the Moist Maker. But I think that's from Friends. So that's why that's what's in my head, okay? I want you to know why that was in my head. I had to explain. Anyways. Okay, so this is the Moist Maker. Dry maker, moist maker, obviously. Moist maker, dry maker. No, nobody wants it over there. No one's asking for fucking 6-year-old jerky, okay? So anyways, now that we know that he experienced the driest Thanksgiving of his life and he'll never be making that mistake again, now what do we do? Now that you realize that, you know, you really could have anything, do you want this? That's what I would ask you next, is like, you get to evaluate now. You don't feel pressured to do anything. There's no time limit. The ball's in your court. It always has been and always will be. And just say that it is, okay? So you get to decide right now if what he's offering, what he's selling, is what you would like to exchange your goods for. Like, is it an equal match? And if it's not, then you can do two things. Either go back to the drawing board with this person and re-describe them as, rewrite their story and describe them as a new person. I have videos about that. Or you can realize again that you can have anything and anyone, and just knowing that is going to bring a high quality person to you in general, and just being open and happy that the universe always brings you such amazing people and experiences, and just leaving it there, you'll get, even better experience that would never leave you on Thanksgiving, in my personal opinion. But I don't know what happened there, so I'm not judging your situation. I'm just saying these are your options. And so you have them. Don't think you don't. You have options. And there's more. That's just the first couple things that came out, in my mind. But just go forth with like you did something. You did great. Hold on. You need one of these. Because all right, hold on. I'm sorry. I want to, Maria, I want to put your thing on can I put this up here? I'm going to put this up here. I want to just put this up here so that everybody can see how you do it, okay? This is how you do it. Montel Jordan has been saying it for years, okay? You see what you see, and you say what you want to say. Ooh. You see what you see, but you say what you want to say, okay? Leanne. I need to refine it, but that's what's going on. That's what we do. And you just did exactly what you're supposed to do. You ignored the 3D, you pushed through, you persisted with your story. And I can tell that you are at least in a space of understanding that you deserve better because of, I ignored it. What do I do now? You're not like, he texted me, you know what I mean? So, which I'm not saying it's bad. It's just like, I think that this is a more powerful position to look like you're looking at things from a higher perspective of like, okay, you're regrouping is what you're doing. And that's good is what I'm trying to say. So you have regrouped, and now it's time for a new strategy, because your old story, think about this. Your story from Thanksgiving and before just died. That story no longer is in existence the second he snapped. It never was, but for real now, okay? That reality, that old you, the old you that was put into a situation with a third party with somebody else who was ditched on Thanksgiving, that person metaphorically, energetically kicked the bucket on Thanksgiving, okay? Now you are a new person. Do you see that? Do you see even that minor change? That minor change with this amazing, I don't want to call it a reward, but outcome. You did the thing and it showed you the power of it, right? So now that's why you're regrouping. That's why you have such a new perspective right now. Even if it feels like a little bit, you have changed because you now see the power, you see your ability, and you see how easy it is to tell your 3D to fuck off. And it does not take that long for it to catch back up. Okay. And so I'm really proud of you, Maria. Stay in this heightened, elevated position of looking down upon your situation, not being on the ground with it like coming at you. You know what I'm saying? I keep seeing what is that fucking show called? I always want to call it Lord of the Rings. It's the show one, Game of Thrones. I keep seeing the Game of Thrones up in the towers, like looking down. Like when you're in, like think about like if you've seen Game of Thrones, like the people in the streets, like when Cersei's getting like walked through the streets, like all the people that live there, they I was not there, so I don't know if it's historically accurate. If people really lived in dirt like that, but it was really dirty and nasty, right? Like they didn't have plumbing and shit like we have now. So the people that were living in the streets that are on the ground are quite literally living in shit, okay? And then the people up on the tower are looking down upon it, and they have a bigger grasp. They're the ones doing all the movements of the pawns, and then these are the pawns down here getting all the shit rained down upon them, right? So I would say, stay in your tower. And the only time you come down is when it's fucking daisies and rainbows down there. If it's not, get back up in the tower and pay attention from above and stop looking at it like, you're out of control and can't do anything about it. Whew, I hope that made sense. I didn't have coaching clients this week because it was the holiday. So all my what are they called? Analogies are all backed up for you guys. They like line up. I swear, it's like they line up at a door, and as soon as I open it, they just like start like coming through. Witchy Wheels, have a good night. Thanks for coming, and I'm proud of you. And keep us posted on what's going on with you, okay? And I hope you changed your Instagram bio. Yeah. Okay, I'm just now getting to all the comments about the moist maker. Oh shit! Oh, you guys. Oh, Jinx. Okay, Jinx said, I listened to Roxy and my life is completely different and reflecting what I want than it was this spring or summer. Okay, your life is completely different than it was this spring or summer. Your life was different when we talked in summer. So that's amazing. Like what you've done in less than a year, that's incredible. Lauren is working out and laughing. Okay, I'll try to not make you laugh out loud so people don't look at you while you're working out. Oh, Amanda, yep, drive safe. Okay, so Mystic Lady Terry says, only do anything from a good feeling place. There's truth to that. Kyle Cease was talking about, sorry, you guys, okay, I'm going to say this real fast. You probably you can always tell like what I'm listening to and under the influence of, because I'm the kind of person that'll listen to like the same thing. Just like I've been reading the same books for a couple months now. I'll listen to like over the summer, I listened to Mariah Carey and Whitney Houston and stuff every single day for months and months and months and months, every single day, the same like YouTube playlist. I just kind of like get into my moods and I'll just like the same thing over and over and over and over and over until I get my fill of it. Not that I would get my fill of Kyle, but that sounded weird also. But I really like what his energy does for me, because he's his whole thing is just about loving your life and like letting go of everything that fucking causes you pain. If it's heavy, let it go. If it's causing you strife, you go in the wrong direction going towards it. So I just really, really love listening to him, and it helps me like let go of my bullshit. So Kyle, what was Kyle going to say about this question? Oh yeah, only do things from a good feeling place. This is what Kyle is saying is like, think about it like this. Let's use an entrepreneur as an example. If you are creating a business and you're thinking about paying bills, making money, how you're going to get this many clients, how am I going to get this many people to sign up? Like I need to pay my bills. You're literally creating a business from fear and scarcity. It's not the highest. It just isn't. So if you can get into the place of the highest before you create, then you know that no matter what it is that you put out, it's always going to help people. And that's kind of what I was talking about earlier. Was it two sides of the same coin? Asked that question earlier about, about being a spiritual entrepreneur or whatever. So, whatever you can do from a place of love or whatever, or the highest or whatever you want to call it. Good Lord. Is going to obviously turn out infinitely better than it ever could when you do it from a place of fear or scarcity. Ooh, and hold on, let's back up, because let's talk about manifesting your SP. Let's talk about love. Let's talk about self-love. Let's talk about just trying to survive. If you're doing it from a place of fear, worry, doubt, insecurity, it could never be as powerful and transformative and productive and successful as it could if you do it from a place from love. And so that's why it's really, 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 really important for you to get fulfilled before you get the thing you want. Everybody wants it backwards. Everybody's like, I'm not going to be fulfilled until that thing comes over here and does what I say. But no, it doesn't work like that. That's why you're so sad. Oh, Lord. Thank you, Dina. Heather, if you're asking, you're asking about doing payments for the SP course. They're monthly, and you can either do a 2-payment or a 3-payment. And it's a monthly. And then if you don't forget to use the code Cyber Monday, because everything is 30% off. All my courses are 30% off today. I should have made a little fucking taggy thing. I'm going to do it. I'm just going to do it because life is now. Oops. What did I just do? You guys, did I do that? No. How did I make it? Fuck. How did I make it small? I don't like it like this. What did I do? Restream. You keep changing everything and I hate it. Thank you. Leanne, you're the best. Son of a... Oh, wait. I think I figured... Is it because I did this? Shit. No. Oh, there it is. Okay. Yes. Okay. Thanks for sticking with me, everybody. Jinx, I see Leanne says to Jinx, 360 method workshop is currently under development, but Roxy has videos explaining how she does it. Yes. My 360 method is currently under development. It's coming out next year. We're making it the best we can. But I do have videos about it on YouTube right now. If you just search Roxy Talks 360, it'll come up. Heather, yay! Heather's signing up for the SP workshop. I'm excited for you. Like that workshop. Here's how that workshop came about. I was teaching it 3 times a week to 3 people at once. Yeah, so I was doing it like Wednesdays, Fridays, and Saturdays or something, 3 people at a time. And it was selling out just months in advance. And I was like, it was becoming overwhelming. So I was like, you know what? I need to like I need to like systematize this because it was like my high, everybody loved it. It was the highest selling thing I had. So I just started, I taught it so many times, obviously, that I just, taught it on video, and then just the homework that we did live, I just made that into the homework and stuff. So I know personally that thing works because I've walked like, hundreds of people through it. So congrats to you. Like literally anytime my friends in my real life are going through shit, I'm like, can I put you in my course, please? Like you fucking, I don't want to talk shit, but you kind of need my course. Like you need it really bad. So I'm just excited for you because I know it's going to help you like tremendously in general in life. So yay. And we're chatting on Wednesday. So anybody that's in the 360 or no. Anybody that's in the specific person workshop, we're having a group Zoom chat, group coaching this Wednesday, December 1st, 1 p.m. PST. Free for everybody that's in the specific person workshop. And if you haven't signed up for that and you want to, 30% off today using code Cyber Monday. Okay. Leanne, thank you so much. Leanne has been categorizing and timestamping when I answer questions and go in my rants about, during Mindset Monday. So she's got a document, and if people ask questions about things I've already talked about, or, when did you say this other thing? She straight up has times. Leanne, it's wonderful. Okay. Ooh, Bruja, I love it, says, yes, sometimes I also forget what Roxy teaches and think about various things. But if we keep thinking that we forget, we will continue in a reality that we forget what Roxy teaches. See, I knew I could tell you were studying stuff. I could tell. Your brain is connecting a lot of dots right now. You're probably going to have a lot of awakenings and maybe shifts in your life. You might have some transformations just because of you're not going to be able to think the same ever again. You'll never be able to think in that closed way again because it's you can't unring that bell. Like I said, you can't forget. Once you know, you can't fully forget. You might momentarily forget. You might have lapses, in your memory of it and your active remembrance of it. But you'll never fully forget. And that's a wonderful, amazing thing. Mystically, he's you've shrunk. Okay. Tembi, you're in South Africa. I hope I said your name right. South Africa, hello. It's after midnight, but thank you for being here with us. Ooh, Harris says, I'm signing up today. I love myself too much to push it aside any longer. I mean, you're not wrong. The second you, how do I say this? Because you're always gaining control again. You're always gaining control again. You're always taking control. You're always learning more. So every time you learn more, every time you take more control, and every time you practice taking more control, you know how to take control, and then you can maintain control. So congrats, because it's going to help you. I know it will. Mally's not here. Malachi's not here today, but Malachi took it. Malachi and his girlfriend took it. I was like, you guys need to be in my class. With love, not not a bad thing. Everybody, like I said, everybody needs it. Okay. What time is it? 2:44. Okay. So, oh yeah, I made a video about should you text, but I don't have a video editor right now, so I have to edit it myself tomorrow. Why do I look like Indiana Jones? I look like I'm gonna go on a safari or something and solve a mystery while I'm at it. Jinx says, my brain has totally changed. I literally feel different connections happen now. If I start to get a bummer thought, I auto shift into other better thoughts now. Yep. That's exactly. I love that you called it auto shifting. That's exactly. Oh my God. It's like an automatic. Ooh, I love it. Hold on. I'm getting a nice visual. Yeah. Ooh, it's almost like if you've ever driven a stick, like once you like put it into gear enough times, it's like it turns into an automatic. That's pretty cool. I like that analogy. Okay. Antoinette, yeah, go ahead and retype your questions. I didn't see them. Ariana Grande fan. Thank you so much for the super chat. Says, I was asked out on a date tonight, but my mom thinks my date should pick me up and I would prefer it too. How do I affirm that he agrees to pick me up instead of me having to drive all the way to him? Okay. I mean, okay. First of all, how do you affirm? You just did. How do I affirm? And then you just did it. He agrees to pick me up. You just did it. It's not hard, like that's how you do it. But like you have to know that you like, I would just be like, he's going to pick me up. He's going to pick me up. And I would just kind of decide that he's going to pick me up. And just like, then it's like, it's almost as weird as this sounds. It's like, you have to talk yourself into let me try this again. You have to talk yourself into being worthy enough to be picked up. Does that make sense? Right? Because at the end of the day, I'm not saying you have, it's just like at the bottom of this well is some sort of worth. How do I affirm that he agrees to pick me up instead of me having to drive all the way to him? You obviously think that you're not in a reality where someone's going to do that, right? That's what I'm saying. So you have to convince yourself that not only are you worthy of being picked up, but that you are being picked up. And like, for me, what I have found the best, the easiest way to like, I'm going to say this, but I don't mean it in a negative way. Like the easiest way to get my husband to do something. I know that sounds, I don't mean it like that, but I'm just like, I have just found, and I don't mean just my husband, like, and just in general. And the reason I say my husband is because I'm with him, only him 99% of the time. Like, he's home with me all the time and I don't see a lot of other people. So I'm around him and he's the closest person to me. So when I'm manifesting, it's going to be likely him that delivers whatever it is my point, right? It's because he's the closest in proximity to me. So, but it's like, if I like, like I've talked about, like, wanting some, like the volume turned down or on something like that kind of stuff is what I'm talking about. Like, or turning the heater off or something like that. Like I've just noticed that if I just think it, oh, I want this, I'll have it like this. Yeah, I'd like that to be turned down. And then I do nothing else about it. I don't think about it again. I don't worry about when it's going to happen. I don't want him to do it. I'm not thinking that he's going to do it. I'm just stating, I prefer the reality where this is like this. And then I do nothing else to contradict it. It'll get done. And again, I'm not saying it's always, I know it sounds like I'm saying I make my husband do stuff. I don't mean like that, but just because like, or, and if it's an email coming through, whatever it is, it's just like, it'll happen so fast, like within minutes after I do that. If I just do that and just kind of like, it's like light and effortless. That's the best, absolute best way to manifest through other people. So, I am worthy of being picked up and he's picking me up. He's picking me up and I'm really excited. And it's like, you don't know what's going to happen. Like, what if a friend called him and asked him to, drop him off somewhere and it just ended up having to be on your side of town. He's like, oh, I'm actually over here anyways. Like, you don't know what's going to happen. So stop closing yourself off from being picked up by saying that you're not. Does that make sense? So you and your mom both have a high, value opinion of yourself, and that's great. You do deserve to be picked up, but you need to say that and that you are, right? Like the shift from like, I deserve it and he's not, to I deserve it and he is. And that's really great. And here's what I would like you to do. I think this is what I would do. You should make a list of like your non-negotiables for SP. Like the person in my relationship is, okay. You're writing more. He said, just had an aha moment. My limiting belief is that it's hard to compromise with men. I told my mom that today. There you go. Yes, exactly. There you go. So you're figuring it out. So it's actually really easy. Especially if you intend and say that people are on the same page as you and they're always on board, then it's actually really easy to, you don't have to compromise because you're on the same page already. No compromise needed. So I like where you're at. Switch to the powerful, position in this. And listen, if you got to compromise with this man, maybe he's not the man for you. And I'm not saying anything bad about this person in any way. I'm just saying for you, if this is something that you're working through, and compromising for men is something that you have done that has diminished your power and your belief and love in yourself, then this is your time to say, pick me up or don't see me. And again, I'm not trying to be like that bitch that the angry people online want to talk about how women just use men and all this dumb shit, because I don't even like to genderify shit. But because we're talking about of male and female right now, we're going to, but like, it's not about being better or being demanding or anything like that. It's like when you're fulfilled, you're going to give back to that relationship. When you're fully happy, when you feel respected, when you feel like you're treated like a respectable woman, that somebody's like, I'm going to drive across town for you because I'm not letting you take fucking an Uber or a drive. I care about you. I care about your safety. So I want to make sure that I'm here. I'm just making stuff up. But like, if that's what you want, then you stand for nothing less. And it's okay, because there are people that want to treat people like that, and you're just going to end up meshing with those people instead of meshing with the people that don't want to drive across town with you. And it's not that they are bad. It's just that you don't agree. You don't want that. So you need to get it out of your acceptance of it being a reality for you. Does that make sense? Marvin, I love you back. Thanks for being here. Marvin in Kenya, hello. What time is it? Oh, it's like midnight there somewhere-ish on that side of the world, we heard. Well, okay, Kenya, I'm trying to think. Kenya is on the coast, right? Kenya's on the west coast, I think. And obviously South Africa's on the south. So I know it's got to be nighttime. I know it's not 2:52 in the afternoon. Okay. Trying to remember my globe. All right. Okay. All right. I'm going to do last call for super chats. I have to, I'm going to do, okay. So we're going to, did the video last week about should you text? I have a little list going of videos. I made a regular Roxy Talks video. It's going to come out hopefully this Wednesday. If I can get it done tomorrow. Well, I'm sure I can get it done. I just don't want to, I thought I moved on from video editing. Okay. I'm looking at my notes so we can talk about potential videos. Get out of here. It's warm. Okay. Okay. I made the video about should you text them. I have a video about like why you're not manifesting, like why it's not working. Maybe not receive. Why you can't receive? I have a note here for that. I'm trying to read my notes. It's just me rambling about shit. And law of assumption. People have asked me about that. Oh yeah, no. Going from no contact to getting commitment. Wait, no. We did no contact. No contact. Should I text him? So we're talking about from going from. This could be 2 videos. No contact commitment. Yeah, getting to commitment. Yeah. So commitment, Sorry, guys. Okay. Leanne says birds before land. I don't even how do I say that? How do I express that birds before land is like so far out is somebody else's concept that I don't even have anything to say about it? I don't know how to explain it that Okay, here's my problem. When I see people say birds before land, I immediately say, you are looking at your circumstances and you're not fucking taking control of your reality. You're looking at what's here and being like, well, there's some signs, so I think there's hope on the horizon. Like, that's what I hear. It's like, are you kidding me? Fucking pick it. How about instead of birds before land, just fucking pick land, man. So I don't like when people ask me questions, I just I kind of freeze up because I don't know what to say because I have not studied it enough. I don't know Neville like that to talk about the concept the way that people want it to be talked about. You know what I mean? Like, that's kind of where I'm at. Like, the concept of looking for signs and not fucking choosing your reality, that I know. But when I hear birds before land, I just it makes my brain go like, you know, like discombobulates, does not compute. Tim says, hey, Roxy, love the mindsets. And your hot flashes can go to hell. Oh my God. Okay. I don't think it's that I'm having hot flashes. It's like, you guys probably can't see. I have hot ass light. I have all these lights on me. So the end lights are hot. So it gets really warm when I'm filming because, you know, I have a hot computer, all this equipment, and then these hot ass lights, and I'm trapped. It's funny because my mother-in-law came out. My in-laws came out a few months ago, and I had to film a mindset while they were here. And she walked by the studio and she was like, oh God, I didn't know there was that much stuff in there. You guys can't see. I probably look like I'm just sitting in a chair. I'm trapped. I'm completely surrounded by lights and equipment in every direction. I have no, I would have to move stuff to get up. So and I'm in this corner and I have this fur pillow back here. So I just get really hot. And all this energy is coursing through me from everybody's manifestations and everybody's spirit guides and stuff. I guess I don't know who I'm talking to. But I don't think it's a hot flash. I don't really get hot flashes in my real life. Not yet. I'm only 38. Maybe sometime soon. Never. I will never. I will always be okay. I will always be healthy and youthful. Okay. Let's call for super chats if anybody wants to give me a super. Oh, okay. Saw that one. Thank you. Last call for super chats. Oh, is it not a Neville thing? Oh, see, that's how much I know about it. I thought that it was a Neville thing with the way that people talk about it when they talk about Neville. It's just the same. So someone on YouTube started using the term. Okay. I really don't I don't need. I tell you, you guys know whose content I watch because I can't fucking stop talking about it. You know, right now I'm watching nothing but Kyle Cease. Sometimes I'll watch Lewis Howes. For right now, that's all I'm listening to. But when I turn on YouTube, I'm like, let's hear what Lewis has to say. But or not Lewis, Kyle. But it usually comes right up now because I watch so much. Tommy, okay, got it. Says they gotta fly. We'll check the recording for homework. Okay, yeah, we do need homework. Heather, how do you get the info for Wednesday now that you're in the SP course? Email hello@roxytalks.com and Leanne will get you the link. Dan Kine says birds before land equals proof that it's already unfolding in your reality. Hold on. Let me type. Hold on. I need that in order to make a video about it. I would not know where to start. Birds before land equals proof that it's already unfolding into your reality. Okay. And that's why I don't fucking resonate with it because, bitch, what do you mean proof? I am the proof. I'm the fucking proof. I don't need 3D reality. Give me proof. The 3D reality is a lie. Why are you using it to tell you if your manifestation's working? That's why I don't resonate with it. I don't like it. It just takes away your power. You know, it's I get the same heebie-jeebies from birds before land that I get when people say they're twin flames. I'm like, okay. Well, I know where this conversation's going to go. You know what I mean? Not in a negative way. It's just I already know the second someone tells me that they're in a twin flame relationship, I know more about them and their situation than they think that they're telling me, you know? So it's just the fact that you identify it says a lot. And then the fact that you identify with it tells me exactly what you're manifesting because by the way, because you know what a twin flame is and you know what those relationships are and you've probably watched 50 YouTubes about it. I am that. Well, guess what? Now you get everything that comes with a twin flame, which is a crazy, intense, tumultuous, up and down relationship that usually fucking burns out really quickly. Why would you want to identify yourself that? I don't get it. Antoinette, do I have a video on forgiveness? I know for a fact I filmed a video on forgiveness on my like in the beginning of my YouTube days, but I don't know if it's still on, if it's still out there, and if I've done another one. This would be something if the community. Do you guys know? Do I have something about forgiveness? I know we talk about it, but I'm trying to think. Oh, it's in Florence Scovel Shin. See, I'm here talking shit about one of the fucking greats. See what I'm talking about? This is why I don't talk about it. Because I don't know. I don't have anything to say. Thank you, Wild Dreams, for letting me know before I fucking made too big of an ass out of myself. I should know that because I should have read that book. But I didn't. I haven't. I will. And you know what? In Florence's defense, you know, she wrote that book like 100 fucking years ago. So talk about innovation. Oh my goodness. Okay. Live streams are weird, man. If you're not comfortable being vulnerable, like, don't ever do a live stream. You have to be like so comfortable being exposed in every way and like being as vulnerable as possible and having everybody see you for your true self. Like, Leanne says, I don't see a forgiveness video. Okay. Man, have I talked about forgiveness? Maybe letting go stuff might be helpful. Because I know we've got letting go stuff. And I feel like the Heal and Transform workshop, like if you're ready to invest in yourself, because I obviously have tons of free content, but we hosted a series of workshops over the summer, and like that is like energetically, that's where my mind is going, is like that. I know that there was a lot of about like letting go and forgiving and like erasing like the old story, not living by that anymore. So if you're interested, if you are in a place if you would like to, you know, invest, the Heal and Transform bundle on my website would be a good one for forgiveness. 30% off today with code Cyber Monday. If not, again, totally understand. Don't have to. I would look into my videos on letting go. And I would say that, you know, understanding that forgiveness is about like, it's more about like letting the old story die and not like letting yourself define yourself by ways that limit you anymore. You know, it's one thing to have experienced what caused you pain, but it's another thing to keep letting that pain rule your life every day, you know? So it's like that. It's not about necessarily about letting people off the hook or whatever, but if it's yourself, then definitely, but just more about like loving yourself through what has happened and loving the experience simply because you're you and you deserve love and you're going to move forward and it's great and things like that. So I hope that helps. What do I do to build confidence in myself? Do I have a morning daily routine? Okay. What do I do to build confidence in myself? What do I do to build confidence in myself? That's a good fucking question. Well, I go after what I want to do. I believe in myself and my abilities to be successful at what it is that I want. Like I know whatever it is that I choose to do, I will be successful at it. There's no question. Like I just know that I'm good at what I do. I'm dedicated when I work at stuff. I'm smart and I got the fuck. I just know. And plus I'm a manifestor. So how the fuck could it not work out? You know? So I don't know. Like I believe in myself, but I also like I meditate all the time. I'm listening to affirmations. I'm working every day to follow my passions. I do as much as I can. I you know, try to get out of my head and like go on walks and go to the beach and do things that aren't about grinding and building and being a business owner and things like that, you know? So I try to find fulfillment. Well, this is something I'm working on right now. I'm working on finding fulfillment in myself as a person and not in myself as a business owner, you know? So it's a daily practice, a daily process. Oh yeah, Leanne's right. I do have a confidence workshop, Confident AF. She linked it here if you want to join that. You can join my confidence workshop, and I literally break down like how to like become the person you want to become. Like that's what the whole thing is about. So confidence workshop at my website, 30% off today using code Cyber Monday if you're interested. If not, I've got videos on, loving yourself and things like that. And it's a daily practice. And, part of what self-love and confidence is like, it's not necessarily like blindly just like, oh, I'm just so in love with myself. It's more to me about not letting myself think thoughts that make me feel not confident. Does that make sense? Like it's less about how I make myself feel confident versus how do I avoid making myself not feel confident, So what I mean by that is like, I don't insult myself. I don't look in the mirror and think shitty thoughts. If I look in the mirror and say something bad about like my face or my skin or my weight or whatever, I correct it immediately not because that's what my eyeballs see, but because I don't have time for that thought to gain momentum and exist in my mind. I need my thoughts to be pure and supportive and nice and kind because I don't have fucking time for the other bullshit. I've already lived it. I know what it's like there. I'm 38. I know what it's like to fucking talk down on myself. I've been there a lot. So I just don't let myself talk like that. And, people again, oh, you're so confident. I'm like, well, yeah, I believe in myself, but I don't talk shit to myself. Like I'm not sitting around like telling myself how worthless I am or how everything's hard or how nobody likes me and how all this dumb shit. Like, why are you saying stuff like that to yourself? I'm not saying you are, but I know a lot of people do it because I talk to you guys one-on-one in one-on-one sessions. So part of being confident is just not letting those things exist. It's almost like asking somebody who only eats salad, like, how do they stay so fit? It's like, well, yeah, I eat salads all day, but I also don't eat cakes all day, Dina, love it. Thank you, Dina. It's working. My manifestations work. Okay. Mocha Java Latte. Hi. How are you? It's interesting that like I feel like our summer crew is here today, and like we're talking about the summer workshop a lot, and like Jinx is here and Mocha Java Latte is here. It's like our summer crew is here for some reason. Like you guys haven't been here in a while, and you're here, and we're talking about the summer thing. And that's interesting. Antoinette, do we get to talk to you in the workshop? In the specific person workshop, it's not guaranteed because there's 100 spots and a little over half of them are filled, I believe. I think we're right, or a little around 50, a little over. And it's 2 hours. So I'm going to get to as many people as I can, but it's not a guaranteed thing. But there will be chat. You guys can chat amongst yourself just like this. And also your question will get answered, like no matter what. Even if I don't specifically talk to you, you will 100% gain value and massive value, not just a little bit. You will come out of there changed. I promise. I'm intending it. I know it's going to happen. There's just no way that you can be on this call for 2 hours and listen to other people getting coached and potentially getting coached yourself. And I'll look out for you, Antoinette. It's so valuable just hearing what people are going through and hearing the way they talk about their situation is going to help you, even if you don't get to talk to me. But I will make sure to look out for your questions. So that and Antoinette is talking about our specific person workshop. Anybody that's in that group, anybody that's in that course, that workshop, we're doing a live Zoom chat, a group coaching session, December 1st. That's this Wednesday, 1 p.m. PST. We're going to be talking SP the whole time. I'll give you guys carte blanche to fucking bitch about your boyfriends for 2 hours. And I mean that with love. But it's really going to be about like not giving into the old story anymore. Like we're really going to be transcending. Like that's my goal. I want us to transcend. I want you to grow leaps and bounds from this one call because why shouldn't you? We should be, and we can, and we will. So yeah. So if you want to, if you're into, here's the other thing. I'm going to be introducing group coaching in general soon. So if you're not a part of the specific person workshop, if that's not something you're into, or it's just, that's not what you're manifesting, we will be having just straight up group coaching coming soon. But that's all I can say about it for now. In the meantime, 30% off today, all courses, Cyber Monday code. And the specific person, if you join that one, we're having a Zoom chat on Wednesday. So you can come to the Zoom chat, the group coaching session. Mocha Java Latte says, I work on Wednesday, but I'll buy the course and listen later. It's that valuable if anybody's on the fence about attending. Girl, I appreciate you. And I yelled at you. really fucking good. You're like the only person I yelled at too, I think, on the whole thing. And I was so glad when you came back, when you DM'd me like the next day, or you posted something the next day. I was like, oh my God, thank God she's not mad. I felt so bad. I was like, I fucking went at her with love, right? But I just like, I'm just really, I appreciate you saying that, because I straight up yelled at you, but it was all with love. And I'm so glad to hear that, you know, you found value. So yeah, anybody that can't make it, you'll also get the recording emailed to you so you can hear it as well. So, oh, can I make a video on forgiveness? Oh, let me put my little list. Well, wouldn't that just be the easiest solution to us than us searching through a bunch of things? Forgiveness. Okay. Okay. Mocha Double Latte is like, yep, you did. I did. But it's all with love. Sometimes we have to. I yell at my clients sometimes. Not all of them. But sometimes I have to be like, stop talking! I'm not even joking. I will. But it's only because they won't stop talking about their circumstances. And it's like, listen, I get it. I know it sucks. But like, if you don't shut the fuck up about it, it's not going to stop. That's what coaching is great for. Because I can be like, listen, Linda. And yes, she is a Scorpio. S191. I'm not sure what you're looking for, but we have a book club on my website, roxytalks.com/forum, and click the book club. And thank you. Actually, thanks for the reminder. We're doing a new book club right now. It's going to be, that's another thing I need to fucking record, is that book club one. Okay. I need to do that probably this week. Okay. We're doing the Amanda Frances Rich AF is our book club of the Now book. So good. I've already read it. I'm on my third time reading it. And I've just gotten a couple months ago. So Amanda Frances Rich AF is our book club book of the Now. We're going to put up a post on the website. So if you go to roxytalks.com/forum, if you're a reader, come talk on the book club, because we want to get the chat going. I love discussing like the stuff that I'm reading and watching and stuff. So I make all my friends in my life. I made Malachi buy this book. I got my friend Emily. She better have bought it. She said it was in her cart. I think I got my friend Liz to buy it. Like, I think I got Brad to buy it. I don't know. I'm always telling people like they need to get this. This book is so important for everybody. I think unless you're fucking rolling in dough right now, you need that book. Cleopatra. I knew you were a Scorpio just with your name. But Cleopatra says, I knew it. Scorpio like me, I would yell and give tough love to people because I care. I can't. I don't know. It's just how I do it. I don't know. Skimpy, you need to watch my hot and cold videos. You need to watch hot and cold. I think I have 2 hot and cold videos, and then probably the manifesting the opposite. Those will help you. I have 2, and I might have 2 videos on each of those things. So back and forth / hot and cold, you need to watch that 1 or 2 if there's 2 of those videos. And the manifest and the opposite video, I know for a fact I did 2 of those. So Skimpy, you're really confused about your manifestation. That's what I would suggest to you. Okay. So maybe I'll wait till next week to do should I do the book club one now or should I wait? I don't know when I'm going to do that. The book club ones are easy though, because then I just read and talk about it. Very little editing. But people want videos about stuff. All right. I'm going to figure out my own stuff. Okay. So Luel, I want to make sure I say people's names right. Leo, I'm going to say it like that. Okay. I hope I said your name right. Said, how do I know if I'm blocking my manifestations? You are. Just kidding. I mean, if you're asking that, you probably are, right? Like, if your manifestations are blocked, yes, you are blocking them. Yeah. I'm going to be coming out with a You know what? I'm not going to talk about that just yet. We're going to wait. The book club is free. Book club is free on my website, roxytalks.com. What's the story of me and my hubby? You thought I saw a video about me manifesting him back at one point. Yeah, I mean, when we first started dating, because like when we started dating, we were 23. We're 38 now. So, well, he's not 38 yet, that little baby. He'll be 38 in a couple weeks. Yes, I am a cougar. My husband is 3 weeks younger than me. When we were like 23, we dated for like a year off and on. And then we broke up for like 2 years and I was in a rebound relationship. And then we started dating again. And when we came back together, it was cool for a minute. And then the old stuff started to come back through, just like it does with everybody. And I was stuck in a space of like, I just really wanted him to commit and he wouldn't. Why won't he commit? Why won't he commit? Why won't he just? Why won't he just? And I was just over and over and over in my head, why won't he just commit? And then one day I was just like, you know what? Like, I don't need this guy to commit to me. Like, I don't need him to do anything. I realized like I had been holding him hostage almost. And I literally was kind of like, I'm so sorry, dude. I release you. And I just realized like, you know who I am? Like I can get any man. I don't need it. Like I just was like feeling myself for like the first time in a long time. And I just realized like I didn't need him to make me happy, and trying to force him to do it wasn't making either of us happy. So I was just like, I'm cool with it. You know, like you're not like, I'll be happy. Okay. I love you enough to like not force you in a relationship with me. And I'm cool. And it was like, that made him come through, and he changed within hours. It was crazy. It was crazy, but I didn't know about manifesting yet. So now I know. What I did was I fully let go, and I was just like done. I released him. I was literally like, cool, I don't need you. But I think that's a Scorpio thing too. Like we'll hold on until we're completely done. And then you just can cut things off with like seemingly no feelings because you've been mourning the feelings up until that point. This is so fucking stupid. I'm just explaining why I do the dumb thing. I hold on to things for way too fucking long. And then by the time I'm ready, I'm just like, get the fuck out of here. And I'm like, done. I still do that. So I need to work on that. But anyways, that's what happened to me. And so with my husband, I just was like, I'm not going to make this man I'm not going to force this man to love me anymore. And that's what made him love me, ironically. And that was like 13 years ago. That was a long time ago. And we've been great ever since. So he's been the same person ever since then. It was like I rewrote the story somehow without knowing it, without realizing it, and manifested a different version, essentially, is what happened. But he's excellent. I have the best husband in the world. And I affirm that every single day. And that's also why I continue to have it. And I don't just affirm that so that I can have it. I affirm that because that's the truth, and I just say it naturally. Like I really just say that. So, okay. All right. I got to go. It's 3. Oh, God. I went way longer than I said I was going to. Cleopatra. Yeah, I don't think it's a coincidence that our stories are similar. Okay, so what are we going to do for Dina? You 100% do. This is the thing. Let's get real, Dina, because I love you and you're part of the community too. So we don't want to like, just because you're a moderator does not mean that we're not going to help you on the chat. So, okay, Dina says I should probably release my SP2. I happen to know a lot more about Dina's situation just because, she's part of my team. So we're a lot closer than I get to be with other people. So, Dina, this is one thing I'll say for you. Dina, your fear is that if you release him, you think releasing means sending away forever. That's your problem, in my opinion, with the letting go thing, is that you don't understand that what letting go actually is. Letting go is not saying, even though for me, that's what it was. That's what it was for me. That was my letting go, was saying, okay, let me back up. Letting go is not saying, I don't love you. I wouldn't love to be with you. But I don't need you to perform any XYZ thing in order for me to be happy and fulfilled. And that is the realization that I had. That is why my relationship is what it is now, is because I know he is not the key to my happiness. In fact, I have to find it my fucking self every goddamn day. So I know it's not him, because I am happily married and we don't fight and we do get along and we have a great life and we have everything that we need. I have no fucking problem in my life, yet I'm fucking doing what I'm dealing with all my stuff. So I know personally that like a perfect, completely suited to you partner that loves you and appreciates you and wants to be in your life and supports you in everything you do, lets you live in a fucking pink house. My house is pink from tip to tails, bitch. Like my ceiling is pink. My floorboards are pink. Not my floor. The baseboards are pink. Everything is pink in my house. And he fucking loves it. He picks out other pink shit. You should see my Christmas tree he decorated. He embraces it fully. He still is not the key to my happiness. I have a partner completely, perfectly matched to me that I get along with and I love to be around. He is not the key to my happiness and he cannot make me happy. I have to be happy in order to be happy with him. So I just want everyone to understand your SP will never make you happy. You will allow yourself to feel happiness when you're around them, probably sometimes, not all the time, because there's a lot of times you're around them and you don't feel happiness. So they're not the key to it and they never will be. You have to understand that. Letting go of your person is not about saying, okay, we don't have, fine, I guess we won't be together. And I love you, Dina, but like, that's the way I feel that you approach it is it's like, you think it means, I guess I don't have to have Brand. Oh, sorry. Fuck. I just said his fucking name. I'm so sorry. I love you. Please don't fucking hate me. Anyways, if he's listening, motherfucker, I got some things to say to you. Anyways, okay? But it's like, it's not that you're saying, okay, letting go means I'm not going to have you then. It's like that's like you feel like letting go is conceding him, and that's not what it is. And because then you're like, okay, because for me it's all in or all out. But see, you're still thinking that it means conceding. Do you hate me? I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Okay. Anybody that knows you is gonna know, right? Okay. It's not like it's a secret. I'm sorry. Okay, it's all love. Okay, so but it's like it's still the idea that you're not conceding him, you're not giving up, you're not trading him in for a question mark. You are trading in your lack for abundance and have and love and fulfillment. And that's what I want you to see is like, like when I decided that I didn't need him, I felt on top of the world. I felt better than I had felt in so long because I was just miserable all day long because he wouldn't do the thing I wanted to do, which was just give me the title. I didn't want a second more of his time. I just wanted him to acknowledge that we were boyfriend and girlfriend, whatever, like that's all I wanted. And so that's what it made me even more mad because I'm like, I don't want anything else from you. I just want you to acknowledge what it is. And and so it was like we were together every day. We're fucking next door neighbors. It was like I had the relationship, but I was wanting more from it and I wasn't accepting what it was. And I had my own issues with it. And so when I was able to, again, say like, okay, he's not going to be the key to it. Anybody could give it to me because I'm the fucking shit and I can have it wherever I go. That's what it was. It was like, I will be happy and fulfilled wherever I go because I'm happy and fulfilled. So wherever I go, happiness and commitment or fulfillment goes there. And if I'm committed to my happiness, then guess what goes there as well? Commitment, which is what most of you are looking for, right? Commitment. If your person's not committing to you, it's because you're not committed to your new story 100%. And I don't need to fucking talk to anybody to know if your person's not committed to you, you are not committed to the right story. I know it without even a second talking to you because the world's a mirror and I'm smart enough to know how mirrors work. So like, I wish I could show you, how free you could feel by just saying, you know what? I'll be happy no matter what happens to me. And then from that point forward, not letting the things that make you unhappy shift your language. Okay. I'm not talking about not feeling it. I'm not saying that you didn't get unhappy. I'm saying, stop saying it all the time. Stop affirming that you're unhappy because then you just get unhappy tomorrow and you never get out of it. You'll never get out of it if you cannot get a hold of the language. The language is always out front. It's like your language takes the first step. Your second foot is going to go where your first step goes. It always, right? Like if you think about it like this, like If the right foot is leading, then the right foot needs to go in the right direction. Otherwise, you're not going in the right direction. If the leading edge, the leading front is going backwards, when do you ever progress? How could you possibly progress if you will not stop yourself from saying, this isn't working for me? Like, it's one thing to acknowledge it's not working for you, but then you need to use your language to shift the energy. This isn't working for me. Okay, cool. Well, I'm glad that actually, you know what? I'm ready for something new, because now it is working for me. Now I'm in control. It is working for me. Actually, things are working out for me. You take that it's not working for me. You get to acknowledge it for a split second and not 6 fucking days, a split second of acknowledgement. And then you reaffirm your chosen reality instead of going and letting your 3D is so fucking stupid. Like, stop believing in it. You know? Man. All right, I gotta go. I'm sweating. I'm sweating. I'm schwitzing. I'm hot. Thank you, everybody, for being here with me. I can't get this fan going fast enough. Energy's all over the place. Feeling too hard for you guys. I love you. It makes it like I tapped into sadness, and now I'm getting sad and I don't want to go there. Like, and it's not like I haven't been sad, but you know what? I don't let myself fucking live there. I don't like it there. And maybe if you do live there, maybe you do like it there. And if you like living in fucking sad town, then maybe it's time that you just accept that and stop trying to change it so much, because maybe I'm sad all the time and I love it. Is what you need to say to yourself, and you need to sit with your sadness and love it instead of trying to chase it away and cover it up with someone who's not going to show you the love that you want because you refuse to do it to yourself. So, Dina, I have to believe I can be happy without him. Yeah, okay. But but listen, with love, you're still missing my point, because what you just said limited yourself. I have to believe I can be happy without him, which says A, I don't believe it, and B, that there's work to be done, and that there's work to be done that as I know you as a person, you don't think you can do. So I still, with love, you're not getting what I'm saying. It's not that you believe you can be happy without him. I need you to say, I can be happy no matter who I'm with, and I will be. It's your language. It's the language. It's never not the language. It is never not your language. If your world isn't working out, it's because you're saying things like this. It's like, I love you and I know you're getting there, but you're not getting what I'm fucking saying, girl. It is the things you're saying about your situation that keep you so fucking sad. It's because you won't change your sentences. And I love you so much. I just want you to say something different. You don't have to believe anything. Say you believe it. Do you get my point? I'm not telling you to believe it. I'm saying to say that you do and stop saying that you don't. I gotta go. Fuck. Okay. I just can't. I cannot. That's it. That is it. That is it. Emmanuel, I love it. I'm happy without him. And you know what? It's not even about I'm happy without him. I'm happy. I'm happy. Why do you got to talk about what you're without? With love. Like, why finish the rest of that sentence like that? I am happy, period. You don't need to call the old bullshit into your set. There's no reason to call that shit back in. You are happy, and that is the end of the fucking story. With love. Sylvia, I'm happy with whoever I'm with. You're damn right you are. Manifest with Rosa. I just started the right time. Woo! Mocha Jova Latte says, the root of sadness is not attachment, is unbelief. Say you believe it until you believe it. Yep. You got to say it. You got to say it. Tiffany, I appreciate you. And someone else sent a super chat through it. I'm sorry, I didn't acknowledge it because I was in an emotional space. I was really feeling you guys for a second there. I was like, oh, I got to get out of this. I'm feeling it. I'm really feeling it. Okay. Melissa, thank you so much for the super chat. Oh man, I really love you guys. Melissa says, may I ask you for your advice on the limiting belief about work? I love gluten-free vegan baking and I get paid very well for it now, but I feel like it's not doing enough. You're not aligned with it anymore, and that's okay. Okay, and I'm just gonna go on a limb here because I don't know, Melissa, I don't know your situation. So maybe baking is not your highest, but maybe like speaking about veganism is, or maybe like helping people who are suffering from not having the gluten diet set and are suffering internally because of they don't know how to eat right for their bodies. Maybe like your higher is actually helping people, not just making the food for them, but teaching them how to make it themselves, or teach like what I'm trying to say is, teach a man to fish, that thing. Give a man a fish. What you're doing is you're giving them the fish, and maybe your highest calling is to teach them how to fish, is my point. Show them how to make the shift to vegan eating, how to eat clean, how to, how to turn things that are gluten into non-gluten or whatever. Like maybe your shift isn't actually helping people through these lifestyle situations, and not just making the food for them, right? Like that's what I would say. You feel like it's not doing enough. I would say because you're aligned to something higher, and that's great. And instead of looking at it and saying this isn't enough, start saying what else can I do and how can I help more people? You know what I mean? Ooh, everybody's saying I'm happy with myself. Yeah. All right. I love you guys. Thank you so much for letting me scream at you with love, because I really mean it. Like, I've been fucking sad. I've been there. I have. Like, and I'm not just saying, oh, I've been sad. I've been there. I've been where you're at. I get it. I fucking get it. Okay. But like, that's not an excuse to wallow for the rest of my life. It's not an excuse. And I personally, I have sympathy for what you've gone through. I don't have sympathy for you continuing to do it to yourself after I've tried to help so much with answers. Like that's where my sympathy runs out, is when I see people being an asshole, where they just take advice, but they don't actually apply it. That's where I get frustrated, because personally, as a person, I don't resonate with that. I don't understand. I don't have the, like, I'm not going to put on my own life vest mentality. So I don't understand it when I see it. And I'll be real, it just triggered me personally a little bit, because I just don't understand. I'm like, how could you not want to fucking save yourself? Like, I don't get it. But then I also know that when speaking to clients, people who maybe have been comfortable their whole lives don't know how to handle not comfort. Whereas me is, like my own story, I had comfort and chaos, comfort and chaos, comfort and chaos. So now my personal story is trying to keep an even keel. So when I'm met with chaos, bitch, you better watch out, because I'm getting something done. So like my survival instincts are strong, just because of what I had to, just in general. So when I experience someone, as a client that doesn't have that and won't do for themselves, it does get frustrating as a coach, because I'm just like, you have all the answers and you're not doing a goddamn thing about it. Like, my grandma calls it the slap-o-matic. I'll turn the slap-o-matic on you. With love. Linda says, you're a Capricorn moon. Applied knowledge is powerful. Use it really works. I am a fucking Capricorn moon, man. Like, I'm all about like growth and ascension and getting there. So anyways, all right. Okay. It's time. It's 3:33. It is time. All right. I love you guys. I appreciate you. We're supposed to talk about homework because Tim specifically asked. So let's make sure that Tim gets homework when he comes back and checks. Kalea. Ooh, that's a pretty name. Kalea, time for you to stop being sad. Listen, Kalea, it's not time for you to stop being sad. It's time for you to love the fact that you're sad. Love yourself through it. Okay. You should listen to Kyle Cease. He talks about it way better than I do. Kyle is sweet and gentle, and I'm aggressive and yelly. But our mission is the same, is to help you learn how to love yourself and live your best life. Like, that's really all I want for you, is just like, I know that the key to your own happiness is within you, and it's within your words. And so I'm going to scream at you and tell you to change your words until you get out. And I'll be here, and I do it with love. Jeffrey Walker said that pimp hand. Yeah, that's what it is. And Tiffany, I love it. Tiffany says, I'm in alignment with my soul's highest calling. That's the affirmation that changed my life. It really did. It really fucking did. Just that one affirmation. I didn't know how, and I didn't know what it was going to do, but I just kept repeating it over and over and over. Okay. All right. So I got to jump. I know I keep saying that. I love when I watch other people's live streams and they say goodbye like 30 times. I'm like, okay, it's not just me. We all do it. Because you're trying to get off and then a bunch of comments come through and you're like, oh, I want to address that. His name is Kyle Cease, Cease. He used to be a comedian. Well, he's still a comedian, but he used to pursue stand-up comedy. He was in 10 Things I Hate About You and other things. And now he just operates from the heart. And like, that's what he talks about. It's just, and I didn't even know today he was like, because he quit comedy, like actively pursuing comedy. And he's like, when I quit and all my friends, he was like, Amy Schumer, Nick Swartzen, these are my friends that I grew up with and they're coming and becoming household names. And I was like, oh my God, what have I done? Why did I quit? But he's like, but now I'm like, I couldn't imagine being more fulfilled than I am right now. And he's, just basically doing what we're doing right now. So I love Kyle. He's got such great energy. He's so like, just makes you feel like good about yourself. And I just recommend to anybody that's kind of needing more of that in their life, because it's like a nice, like little like hot chocolate for your soul kind of thing, like fills you up. Okay. So Mystic Lady Tara, good night. Leanne, is he really? That's interesting. I feel like we need to talk. We need to dive deep on that. Bruja, any tips on knowing when the message comes from the ego or the intuition or the higher self? Did you listen to my podcast episode? I talked about that on a podcast episode. I think it was it was just from like a month ago or so. It was really recent, talking to your guides or something like that. But I specifically speak on that in a podcast episode from probably October, I think, sometime recently. Okay. All right. Homework. Last week we talked about hyper focus. Okay. Last week was hyper awareness. I know that not everybody did it, which is fine. I want to do hyper discipline this week. So if you didn't do hyper awareness last week, if you didn't do homework with us last week, what I want you to do is here's two things. Last week's homework was 24 hours of hyper awareness. I want you just to pay attention to what you're saying all day long about your situation. What are you saying? What are you reacting to? What is triggering you? And what are you doing in response to those triggers? Just because like the first step to changing everything is to know what you're doing that keeps you away from your manifestations, right? So if you didn't do that last week, I want you to do from this moment forward 24 hours straight of hyper awareness. Set an alarm on your phone and you're going to just be observing your thoughts. No judgments. Don't try to fucking chase them away. Just like sit with them and look at them like, that's interesting. Okay, I've been thinking about this shit for 20 minutes. That's crazy. Like, I just want you to look at like what you're doing with your thoughts for 24 hours straight. Okay. That's for the people who didn't do it last week. Okay. If you did do that last week, then this week you're going to, how do I say this? You're going to do what I'm about to say now. And everyone's going to do what I'm about to say tomorrow. Okay. So if you didn't do last week's homework, I want you to do 24 hours of awareness. And then the next day is going to be 24 hours of discipline. If you did 24 hours of awareness last week, then this week I want you to do 24 hours of discipline. Does that make sense? Of course it does. So set your alarms again for 24 hours. And now that you did 24 hours of awareness, now that you know that for 24 hours straight, this is where my pockets of, this is where I've got pockets of negativity, or this is where my thoughts drop off. This time of night is when I start fucking going downhill. Whatever it is, once you have that, now for the next 24 hours, I want you to obviously now do the diligence. Okay. So this is going to be your discipline. My method, my 360 method is based off of two cornerstones: awareness and discipline. That is everything. Everything boils down to this. You must be aware of what you're saying and you must do something about it if you want to change your life. So the next homework is 24 hours of discipline, but not judgment, not beating yourself up if you're thinking the thoughts that you're not supposed to, just switching them. Just switch your thoughts. Just switch your thoughts. If you're feeling negative or you're hurting or you're sad, I just want you to sit with sadness and say it's okay to be sad. Don't think about all the things that the sadness equates to, or what the sadness means, or even necessarily what the sadness represents. Just be okay with it. Okay, I'm sad right now, and that's really fine. I'm going to love myself even more. I'm going to French braid my hair and make some popcorn and watch Babysitter's Club. I don't know. You know what I mean? Like, you just, like, if you're sad, cool, be sad, but like, don't make it a problem, and don't let that be a ticket for you to just run off with your thoughts. That's not what we do. That's not how aware and disciplined thinkers act. Okay. They see their sadness and they raise themselves some support. You know what I'm saying? I don't play poker. I hope I did that right. I see your sadness and I raise you support. That's what I'm trying to say. So I see myself in sadness, and instead of saying, oh, I'm sad, I'm going to fucking bleh, I'm sad, wham, life sucks, I say, dang, I'm sad. Hey, self, is there anything I can help you do? What would make you feel better? How can I help you? Why have you been feeling this way? What can I do to alleviate this? How can I do to make it so you don't feel like this anymore? Or whatever, but just being there for yourself instead of diving into the wallowing with the feelings, okay? So 24 hours of discipline. Ooh. Okay, Consta, you did homework too. That was a good timing that you walked in right when I was talking about the homework too. Consta says, did last week's homework, got let down, let it go because I was tired of it, and today my crush is flirting with me. Yes! You are the second person on today's live stream whose SP person showed them the opposite, and you pushed through, and then they conformed right after, right? Cool. So very good. 2 people, no connection with each other, hours apart, just came through and said the exact same thing worked for them. Gee, I wonder why. And notice that no one's coming here and saying, I like cried and freaked out and, made everybody else have to deal with my problems. And then my SP just completely now worships me. Like, no one's saying that, no one's giving you that answer. No one, like, that's none of the videos that you're watching are going to say that. So like, listen to what's fucking working and try it, and dedicate yourself to it. So D says, some people need to spend 48 hours to 72 hours on this homework. Listen, this is why my 360 method is what it is, because I spend every day of my life on it, and you get it. I want people to take 24 straight hours just so they can see how much they manifest what they don't want in just one day's worth of time. All day long, we are thinking thoughts that manifest into a reality. If your world is not what you want, I guarantee 100% that the majority of your thoughts, 51% or more, are describing a reality you don't want than versus a reality you do. There is no other way, okay? So hyper awareness, first 24 hours, pay attention to what it is that you're saying all day long. Thinking, speaking, that's what I mean by saying, okay? Then for the next 24 hours, discipline. Knowing that, okay, when I get off work, I have all this time that I start thinking about this stressing. When it gets 8 p.m. and the sun goes down, I know I'm going to immediately start spiraling. Knowing this, now go into your next 24 hours and start applying the discipline, kind, caring discipline. Hi, Rebecca. Kind, caring discipline, okay? Not beating yourself up, not putting yourself down, but helping guide yourself through it with better feeling thoughts, better thinking thoughts, better reality thoughts, right? So this is a flipping of the thoughts process, but I want you to just do it because we don't want that stuff lingering in our mind. I don't, like, if it's being spoken into the mic, I don't want it heard over the loudspeaker, right? So I need to stop speaking it into the mic is the issue. So I just want you to be disciplined for 24 straight hours. This is 360 light. This is diet 360. This is baby 360, because 360 is all day, every day for the rest of your life. Okay. But right now I want you to practice being a little baby 360 or a little baby conscious manifester, which is paying attention all day long, no matter what time it is, and not letting yourself think the thoughts that equate to a reality you don't like, and not letting yourself finish sentences that, there's no reason to finish the sentence. Pay attention to that you're about to say something limiting about yourself again. Do you really need to say that? Is it really that important that you get those words out? Or would you rather get to your desired reality? You can only have one. So that's your homework, 24 hours of hyper awareness, and then 24 hours of discipline, kind discipline, switching your thoughts from ones that devalue you and your story to ones that, what's the opposite of devalue? Obviously value, but like even more, like amplify. Switch things that devalue you, switch them into sentences that amplify your value and raise your value, okay? 24 hours straight. That's your homework. Okay, and I gotta go. Linda, do I ever recommend isolating yourself from people for a period of time to help your mental diet? Yeah. Especially if they fucking trigger you. Yeah. It's hard to work on your triggers when you're constantly triggered, you know? So if you can lessen your exposure to the triggers so that you can work on it, I think is very beneficial in my personal opinion. Ali says, I swear you and Lady Gaga have a similar hat. Watch the music video, A Million Reasons. I'm sure I've seen that video. Am I Joanne? There, you know, okay. I have like thought about making a video or an album called, well, I've always wanted to make an album called Roxanne because that's my name, obviously. But I was like, how fucked up would it, obviously I'm not going to do this to Miss Gaga, but if I was like this on the cover and it was like Roxanne. I've thought about it. Anywho, okay, it's time to go. I love you. Bevo says, I feel like we should start a clock the first time Roxy tries to go. You know what? It might be beneficial, but it also might stress me out because I don't even want to know how long it's been. It's probably been an hour since. Oh, I know it's been an hour. It's got to have been an hour. Leanne says one person's Indiana Jones is another Lady Gaga. Oh my God, Leanne coming in clutch with the quote. One person's Indiana Jones is another's Lady Gaga. That is just so funny. Thank you. Indiana Gaga. Okay. Are we Indiana Gaga? Are we Lady Jones? Okay. I got to go. I got to record this dang podcast. No, I love it. I get to record my podcast is what I meant to say. I get to record a podcast. That's fucking cool. And honestly, that's the truth. I get to record a podcast. And that's fucking cool. I'm going to speak about who knows what into a microphone and people are going to download it and listen to it on their drive to work. And that is fucking weird. But I'm going to do it anyways. Okay. I don't have to put on the pink light. Yep. You're right, Bevo. And that exactly is why I go by Roxy and not Roxanne. 100% that only. That song is the one reason why. I had a friend in college that knew me as Roxy, and she was a college friend, not a high school friend. So whenever we would go out and she introduced me to people, she would introduce me as Roxy. And so no one after high school would call me Roxy or Roxanne. And so I just started, but what I realized was that when she would introduce me to people and I would say my name was Roxy, nobody sang any fucking songs to me. So I've been going by Roxy ever since. And that's the one reason, 100% why I go by Roxy is because people sing to me maybe once or twice a year. Whereas when my name is Roxanne, I get sung to probably once or twice a day. So I go by Roxy. And my friend Jolene, I apologize because I can't help but sing Jolene at her. But if she went by JoJo, I probably wouldn't sing that at her. I would probably sing Get Out at her. Okay. What is the Poker Face song? I used to sing that in my cover band. I was in a cover band in Denver. And that was one of our songs. Okay. All right. What is my podcast this week? I'm probably, this week is going to be, it's going to be an OG Roxy Talks video that I put on the podcast. So it's not it's not like a podcast. It is old school Roxy Talks video style that will then be shared on the podcasting platform. Brujo, I love it, says watching Roxy flipping thoughts live is such a 360 method / alignment tutorial. Ooh. You're onto something. You got a business mind. Dina, yeah, you get it. Yeah, I know I never saw the movie Roxanne. I don't think I ever watched. I never saw the whole thing. I've seen parts of it. Okay. Snoop. Okay, Snoop, I'm gonna let you be the last question. It says, I live in a third world country and I want to manifest moving to the US. Any tips on how to get over the blockages in my 3D reality? Yes. Okay. So we love you. We're here for you. If you're new, because I don't remember your name, I think you might be new. Please come be a part of the community because we have a bunch of really supportive people here, and you've got people that understand manifesting and I know for a fact, like Emmy is somebody you could talk to, who Emmy literally was what 4 or 5 months ago, came on Mindset Monday and was like, I want to move to this place. And I said, no, you're moving to this place. Let's manifest it. And she's there now. So even Emmy, EMII, if you can find her in the chat, Emmy would be a great person for you to connect to, because she's just done this thing. So I know that she's literally moved. Can't remember where she started, but she moved like across country. Like she moved like really far, without any, like, she just was like, I'm going to fucking move, and just did it. So, she was here. We were talking about manifesting for her mom earlier, but I don't know if she's still here. Anyways, there's a lot of people you can connect with. Again, Emmy is just the first person off the top of my head, because I know she's just recently done this, but 100% you can do this. First things first, I would personally stop identifying that you live in a third world country. I wouldn't call it that anymore. I would say, I live in the most beautiful place in the world. I love where I live. I love my life. That's what I had to do to change my life. Like, and I mean, I moved across the city, but I was living in not the greatest place, and I manifested my house and everything. And a lot of it was, from, I love where I live. It's so beautiful where I live. I live in the most beautiful place in the world, even though my eyes weren't actually seeing that. And I'm not saying you're not seeing that. I'm just saying, I want you to use you need to use different language, and it's going to start with your country. It's going to start with where you live. It's going to start with the existence that you have right now. Not to say that it's not valid or that your experience is, whatever. It's so that you don't get any more of it. Now that it's bad, it's just that we have something else on our mind that we want, and that's cool. We're going to move to it. So you're moving now that you love where you live now, and you feel so blessed now, and you have so many opportunities where you live now. These are the things that you need to say, because your language is creating your future. And so if you keep saying, I live in a third world country, you're not going to not anymore, right? Like, you have to say, well, I would, you can say a first world country. I don't know, it doesn't matter what but I live in the US, or I'm so excited I'm moving to the US. You decide that you're going there, and nothing's going to stop you, period. I don't care when, I don't care how. I just know it's going to be amazing, and it's going to be harmonious and perfect. And I can't wait till it happens. Until then, I'm getting myself emotionally ready for the fact that I'm about to be in another country, and I've got customs to understand. There might be a language barrier. You might be looking at cities you want to live in. Like, let's say that you got the call and said, hey, you're moving. Where do you want to go? Now, how would you approach it? You'd be Googling top 10 best places to live, or the most beautiful places in the United States, or best places to get a fucking corn dog in the United States, or whatever it is that you're into, best vegan restaurants in the United States, whatever. Find something that you like as a person that's going to be exciting for you when you get here, because you will, and start making those energetic shifts now and becoming that person now. You know what I mean? And then it's like, you're moving. That's it. When you have blocks in your 3D reality, I want you to watch some of my videos about circumstances don't matter and ignoring your 3D reality. I have videos on both of those things. Watch those. And learn to look at what's going on in your 3D reality and say that you see something different. Pretend in your mind that it's exactly what it needs to be for you. So so I would, before I moved here, I would go out and walk my dogs in the street, and there'd be trash in the street. People would put their couches out, and they'd be out there for months, 9 months, couches on the sidewalk, and just trash. There was just trash. It was just dirty and trash everywhere. And it just wasn't where I wanted to live, but I would just have to walk and be like, I live in the most beautiful place ever. I live in the most beautiful place in the world. I live in the most beautiful place in the world, because I wasn't about to let my reality keep fucking manifesting. I had to get a hold of it. So it doesn't matter where you're starting from. It matters how willing you are to not think you're limited, if that makes sense. So when you hear limitations or you see them, I didn't say shit. What? Do you hear something? I didn't hear anything, because as far as I know, my life's really amazing. I'm moving somewhere incredible. My life is opening up in a different new way. I have a whole new chapter starting, and I just can't wait. The universe keeps bringing me amazing things, even when you're looking at something terrible or, not what you want, whatever. So there we go. Leanne says, I'm living in my dream city, which is in the top 10. I didn't know that. That's cool. So, and Leanne also linked the circumstances don't matter video down there below. Again, I suggest connecting with people in the community, because we got your back. RoxyTalks.com / what is it? Community or forum? One of the two. Go to my website and click the community tab. And you can talk to other people there. We have forums, so you can ask questions and talk to people and talk about manifestations and things like that. Is it hard being an empath? It has its challenges sometimes. You know, but you have to like, but it's like at the end of the day, you know, ooh, that's a great fucking example, because I'm going to go back to, I'm going to call Dina out right now too, because I want to make sure she hears this. I mean this with love, but everybody that's got the feelings thing going on, that's messing with their mind, their manifestation. What if I said to you guys, sorry, I can't flip my thoughts right now because I'm an empath and I'm feeling everyone's emotions. I'm sorry. I can't flip my thoughts right now because I have all these emotions going through my body. So I can't flip my own thoughts. It's like, you guys probably wouldn't watch me very long. You're like, this bitch can't even fucking outflip her own things. What are you talking about? Quit saying that you can't flip because other people's emotions are in your way. Are you kidding? You know what I mean? So like, it's the same thing. Like it would, you know? And then Kalei, you said, I'm stuck on the 3D. No, you're not. Quit fucking saying that. And I mean that with love. Stop saying you're stuck. Do you get that saying stuck means that you're going to be stuck tomorrow now that you just said that? You're not just talking about now. You're talking about tomorrow. Everybody, when you're discussing what your SP is or is not doing, when your family's talking shit to you, when they don't include you and nobody fucking cares and nothing's working out for you, you're not just talking about today. You are talking about tomorrow. And if you get to tomorrow and you say the same damn thing, that's why your world doesn't change. Heather, thank you. This is my hipster look. My hipster Roxy look. I feel like I need to like drink from a gourd or something. Okay. Yay, Brendan says we all live in the same as most beautiful places. You're right. You're absolutely right. Jeffrey's in Vegas. Hello to Vegas. Okay. Tiffany, I love it. Tiffany says, the minute you can operate from circumstances don't matter, life completely changes and opportunities manifest. Okay, that's amazing. It's 2:22. I just looked at the time. I was like, I got to go. And the time said 2:22. That means it's time to go. I love you guys. You have your homework set, 24 hours of hyper awareness, followed by 24 hours of hyper diligence in the most loving and kind way. And this is against your thoughts, not against your feelings. And then we don't mean against, we mean for, right? We're not going against our thoughts. We're for our thoughts. We want productive, kind thoughts going on, no matter what it is we're talking about, no matter what time of the day it is, okay? So, whew. Allie, denounce those damn thoughts. They're nothing. Ooh. Melissa says, P.S. in case you read all this later. I don't, but I'm glad I caught it now. I've been reconnecting with my Christian faith, and the answer you gave included Jesus giving a man a fish. Holy shit. Sorry. And I said, holy shit. I'm sorry. I wasn't trying to besmirch the name of the good Lord. It's just when those things happen, it's just really funny. Like those, like when those analogies like that come through, when they're so specific to the person I'm talking to. Like I had a client the other day, and I was telling her, and we were talking about flipping thoughts, and I was like, I don't know why. I was like, I just keep seeing like a wrestler flipping their opponent and being on top. I don't know why. That's the analogy I keep seeing. And she's like, oh, my brother's a state champion or state wrestling champion. I was like, what? Like I've never like had that analogy come through. I've never like experienced it like that. And then so when those things happen, like I know for sure that your people are talking to you. Well, I guess I'm manifesting it. So maybe it's my people are talking to me. I don't know, but we're doing something. We're all aligned. 222, Dina, that's how long I've been on. Yeah. When I said that, now it's longer. But anyways, okay. I love you all. I appreciate you. Stay kind to yourself. It's okay if you feel the way you feel, but it's not over just because you feel that way. It's not over just because it's been 2 years. It's not over just because it's been 20 years. It's not over just because it's never happened before. It's still working out. Just say that it is. Okay. So I love you. I appreciate you. Be good to yourselves. And Maddie, you are staying positive and it's getting easier every single day. Okay. I love you guys. I'll see you later. Bye. Oh yeah. Don't forget to join me Wednesday, December 1st, this Wednesday, 1 p.m. PST. If you're in my specific person workshop, we're doing a free Zoom chat for everybody. So we're doing a group call. If you're on the SP workshop, you can already get in there. 30% off all courses today using code Cyber Monday.
And we do have group coaching coming soon, but that's all I can say. Okay. Love you guys. I appreciate you. Tiffany says, Roxy got that psychic power. I'm affirming that. I've been affirming that I'm getting more psychic, and it's been working. Oh my God. I was on the phone. My, I'm not going to talk about what it is, but I have an ancestor that they're doing, there's like a bicentennial next year, and they're doing a big production for it. And my dad called me. He was like, oh, we found the colors for the bicentennial. And in my head, I just saw purple and gold banners. And I was like, purple and gold, right? And he goes, oh yeah, did you see the Facebook post? And I was like, nope. The universe just put it in my brain. And so we were both tripping out about that. But anyways, yeah. So I've been affirming that my psychic abilities are growing and it's working. So if you use that, if you want to be more psychic, just say that you are. Script it, affirm it, and just say that it's more and more your intuition's building and growing. And you guys see me do it. You know, I can't fake it when you're watching it happen. Like it just comes through. So anyways, I love you. I'm gonna put this back up for 2 seconds because why the fuck not? And thank you, Elena. Elena's our newest moderator here on the YouTube chat. Thanks, Elena. And thank you, Leanne, for putting up the courses here. Thank you, Dina. Thank you, Tiffany. Thanks for everybody for keeping the community amazing and beautiful and kind and supportive. And I'll talk to you guys later. I love you. I appreciate you. See you next week. Bye.